doing?
And we're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2,
2,
1.
2, 2.
What? Hello, welcome back to the INVICTUS stream. My name, as always, is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, and I am here with my fantastical brother, Mr. Alex Guthrie.
That's me.
The incomparable Joe Falleck.
Hello.
And the one and only Mr. Justin Thomas Jones. And we are here for the first time with a little game, the most requested game on the stream. That is right, the one, the only Shadowrun. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a long time coming. You guys, every year almost, before every major campaign, we put a poll asking what you guys want to see most. And pretty much every time, the top of the list is Shadowrun. And we have finally come together, banded together, to start Shadowrun. So I'm so fucking excited. What about you guys? You guys fucking excited?
Totally, except I took this on and I didn't realize that.
We'll do that later. But I
didn't
do want
realize
to say
that was the top one. But okay.
This is a 18+ show. So if you don't like no-no words such as boobies, and oh look, Alex's classic warning is up. Yeah, if you don't like no words like boobies,
it's an 8+ show,
and testes, and anus testes, and troglodyte.
8+ show.
Then you are not encouraged to watch this. But before you leave, you make sure that you like the video. When you like the video, a tiny little pellet falls, and we get to eat that night. And without that water bottle dries pretty damn quickly. So please like the video. It makes me feel special, and
like the video.
Get to touch myself. Sex. Why is that there? I don't even. Is that part of your word?
Violence.
It is very, very, very immature tonight, and that's the way we roll. I hope that you is not. All right, when he's done talking, we'll continue this. This is an 18+ show. Please, if you're watching this for the first time, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video as I said, but also go over to our Facebook, like the page, and also join the Facebook group. The Facebook group is the place where we all get together and hang out and chat. It is a place that thrives on the community that you guys help us create. It is fantastic. It's a place where you can share stories about the games you played or ideas for campaigns that you want to run. It's a place where you can ask for advice, like so many people have.
Group, the place where you poop, you write your shit, and then people comment on it.
And that's why the cricket sound effect exists. Yeah, so the Facebook group is where everything cool happens, and we thoroughly encourage you to go check it out. When you join the Facebook group, besides being part of a community and sharing ideas and things like that, you also earn a chance to win the most valuable post. Now, the most valuable post is the post of the week that we set out amongst the others because it is something that inspires a sense of community or perhaps just has great ideas or shares. There's any number of reasons. Sometimes it can just be really, really funny. And this week, we would like to honor a very good friend of the stream, as so many of you are, a Mr. David Ionati.
That's right.
Oh, those are cool glasses.
Tell him what he's won, Harlan.
You won our undying respect.
And
but also,
1 XP.
1 XP, which some would say is worth more.
And a year's worth of 1 XP.
And a bag of sand.
Also worth more than our respect. David Ionati, first off, has been such a fantastic member of the community. He is the person who inspired the Extra Life charity drive. He was the entire force behind creating that from its inception. So that is besides the point. He also went to PAX Unplugged with a friend of ours, Godpool, and he repped the blue dye. That's right, the t-shirt that we all know and love belongs to Mr. Justin Thomas James.
Yeah. Team Blue all the way.
Team Blue all the way, even though you're wearing a red tie.
Bop, 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 indeed.
Behind a blue
That's right,
shirt in front of
because
a blue
deep down, I am closest to your heart. But thank you, David, for going out there in the world and sharing your pride, and it's really cool to see you guys, those who have purchased those shirts, to support. It's really neat. If you're interested in buying a shirt, there is a link in the sidebar of the Facebook group that you can go. I think it's Zazzle, and you can put our emblem on pretty much any shirt, hoodie, whatever you'd like, and support your INVICTUS Friends.
Team Gray. Team Gray.
Team Gray. Or red. Or rainbow.
Yellow.
I know
Do
a
we
lot
have
of
a
people
rainbow
said
version up there?
no, and they're like, if there was a but no, look, guys, it's got to be a false competition. It makes it more fun.
You can't support us all.
Can't support us all. Only one.
You gotta pick me.
Just not yellow.
At a time.
And then with yellow. You know what I want to see? I want to see someone with an orange shirt.
Yeah.
I want to see David get a little bit of rep out there in the field. Just get a David shirt, the cutest, fucking adorable. He's like, he's like an Ewok. He's like
so
just like
good.
cuddly and cute, and you don't really understand always what he's saying, but in the best possible way. And he steals the fucking movie every time he's in it. You know that.
Yeah.
It's like everyone.
Oh,
looks at
this
the
is an episode with David. Oh, great. Oh, Bob, get in here. David's in this one.
It's a David one, guys. It's a David one. Come climb into the fucking windows.
It's a David one.
Fuck David, I love you. But the thing is, he'd never watch this anyway. So anyway. David Ionati, well done. You win MVP this week. Well done, and a huge round of applause for you, buddy. Now, a lot of you thought maybe we forgot, and you wouldn't be wrong. But there is something very important that came with the Extra Life campaign. We talked about a little bit of a reward for those who donated certain amounts. We had a third, second, and first prize tier. Now, we've run the numbers. We've accumulated the numbers. We've ran them, and we've done the draw. And tonight, in this next 2 or 3 or 5 minutes, we are going to be announcing the winners for the Extra Life contest. Now, for those who don't remember, the third prize was postcards. 10 of you are going to be sent postcards in the mail from us in one form or another. It might be all handwritten by me. It might be a photo. I don't know yet. We're going to figure out what's kind of coolest for you guys to have.
It's going to be a single hair from each of our heads, just
Nice.
taped onto the back of a totally blank postcard with
That'd be
no writing from us
fucking
whatsoever.
sexy.
Just a piece of tape.
Yep.
Not even a postcard. Just some
And
tape.
you have to
Until
pick
it
which
just
one's
says
which
it's-
and which ones are pubic and which ones are not. So
Envelope full of hair.
it's just going to be fantastic. Second prize
great.
was a two-parter, so 2 people could win this second prize, and it was a hangout, a conversation, a chat with yours truly and Joe as well, asking questions about GM styles and things like that. And first place was for one lucky person who is going to get to play a game with us, especially with me, side by side. Maybe an end of the world. Maybe we'll be like sitting like this on stream. I'll like have the
Is it
camera
gonna be
right
on
next to each
stream?
other. Yeah. Well, I don't know yet. It's going to be dependent on what the people want. In my opinion, dependent on, if you've won one of these top 2 tiers, we would love to stream it and like show the community, and then maybe the community can ask questions through you or something like that. But we don't want to force anybody.
pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. It's up to you. Look, if you just want to hang out behind the scenes, that's totally cool too. You can always record it and then edit out the parts where you sneeze and then post it. Up to you. But that is what we have offered. We have run the numbers. We have got the winners. And to start with our third place, I'm going to throw it to Mr. Justin Tomas James to announce those winners.
Thank you, Harlan Lester Can Guthrie. Third prizes from the Extra Life donation draw go to.
Do you want the drum roll, Captain?
I would love a drum roll, please. Jordan Brazy, Mark and Vic.
Oh wait, sorry. I thought you were going to do one time. I'll do it. Wait till the end. Go ahead.
We can do it like.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Just keep reading
And
them.
the winners are Jordan Brazy, Mark and Victoria Lane, Augustian, David Ionati, Sean and Lauren Regan, Trevor Jordan, Trevor Toth, Godpool, Helen Holman, and special guest appearance by Chris Lawrence.
With all those people, please proceed to the parking lot. Your cars are not.
I know you're talking about Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live is what you're going for.
We are towing your cars.
Very good. So
Saturday
you
Night Live,
guys are the 10 people who won the postcard. You will be contacted within the next year to get a. I'll send you an email tomorrow. And yeah, to get your personal address, or if you want a work address, if you don't trust us with that. I don't know why. We will send you a postcard personalized with the tip of my penis or my signature, whatever you want. We'll do something. It'll be very nice.
All of us.
I'm gonna cry a single tear onto each and every postcard.
And I will
got my
spit.
postcard. It's all soaked. What the hell?
And you won't know which is which again. Is this Joe's tear or Harlan's spit? It's salty. It could be either.
It still could be either.
So now to read the second place winners, the very fantastic Joe Fallick. Joe, why don't you tell us who won?
4 second prize winners: Tim Tabor and Eric Johnson.
That's right, Tim Tabor and Eric Johnson. You get to join in the conversation either on with those two guys. I'm guessing they'll be fine with on stream because both Eric and Tim streams on his own, and Eric has streamed through the community. So I think that's going to be a fun chat. It's going to be a lot of interesting questions, probably about the color of my pubic hair. A lot of pubic hair questions today. I'm almost positive.
Green.
How did you know? And finally,
From a fungal infection.
the one that we wait. What? The one that we've all been waiting for. Who? Ladies and gentlemen, I must say, for this first prize, I'm very happy. Anyone who won, I would have been, elated that they had a chance to game with us. But this person is very near and dear to my heart. For many reasons, actually, which we won't go into now. But without further ado, the winner of the Grand Prize for Extra Life is my friend, Mr. Bjorn Richard Peterson.
Yay!
Bjorn has been with me specifically from the get-go. The Divinity Original Sin days, the first one, he helped me step by step through the way. And I'm so happy that he got to win because he so deserves it. He is here for most of the streams, despite being like 3 a.m. start time. He was there for so much of the 24-hour stream, despite the cool stuff that he needed to do. So congratulations, Bjorn. Congratulations to Eric and Tim and to all of the 10 winners for the postcard. You guys helped in such a fantastic and amazing way for this charity event. It is just amazing, and we're so happy that we get in some way to thank you guys for doing this. So give yourselves a round of applause and thank you from the love you all. Wow, that's emotional, guys. This is good. This is a good stream. All right, well, have a good night. See you around the yak sack, and we'll play Shadowrun now. That's it for me. Alex, are you ready to fucking do this?
I think so.
That's the most confident you've ever been. Ladies and gentlemen, Shadowrun is a very rules-heavy system, and it's going to be played with the utmost respect. And that's that. Alex.
Mistakes will be made. And I will also add that this is so rules heavy that even the rules people in our stream, Joe, are like, so wait, how does this work? And I'm like, what do you mean? How does this work? You don't know?
It's gonna be great.
I'm going to actually be I've read the rules, I've studied the rules as much as I possibly can over the past definitely over the past 2 weeks, very, very intently. But over the past 6 months, I've been reading it kind of back and forth. I might be turning to the community for your interpretation of some of the rules, how it's written, and
what
and the way
is an RPG?
What do they mean by role? So, and I hope you guys are all up for that. I did say in the Facebook thing that I love to educate, and I do. So I'm going to bring you all in on how to play the game, because I think even our stream community is from everywhere from really experienced to not experienced at all. So I think it's important to kind of educate, but also help me educate myself, please. Thank you. For those of you that know it very well. I did have a lot of conversation before tonight on the Facebook stream about I needed some assistance, so on creating some an inventor and a machine or weapon. So I am going to give those away, but I don't want to give away the end of this story. So I'm going to leave that till a little bit later on, maybe not even till part 3, which will be in another 3 weeks from now. So bear with us. I do have winners in mind, and everybody that's in there is locked in. I've already chosen it, so you don't have to. But thank you for everybody's input on that.
I was so tempted to read that thread that I was absolutely not supposed to read, and I was like, oh, it's probably not going to be that bad if I just take a little peek. And then I didn't. It was like your parents being like, don't look in the closet for your Christmas presents.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, because we do go on the honor system here, obviously. I take it you guys didn't read any of that.
I didn't even care.
That's good.
No, it crossed my mind too, but I did not.
Excellent. And I was like, yeah. So, okay. I guess that's it.
You ready to start the shit? We got the credits.
Yeah, we're ready.
All right.
And so, roll the credits. Yeah.
Perfect. So, Alex, you just watch my little image. As soon as I go like this, the credits are done and it's on.
Okay.
You. Now you guys get to see how behind the scenes works. Fucking crazy. Everybody mute yourself.
The helicopter lands, and you lean out and step off the landing strut onto the black asphalt of a retired shipping yard. And as the three of you step away from the helicopter, you're met by guards who lead you off the helipad to a nearby warehouse. This is a makeshift helipad. Okay. As you enter the warehouse, which is a large steel structure, next to it, as you enter, you can see 2 large garage-type bay doors. And as you enter the building, 2 more guards greet you and lead you down to a 2-lane, almost like a greeting center when you get off an airplane in today's world, okay, where guards are sitting in parrot stalls. Then you walk up, each of you, one at a time. Who walks up first out of the 3 of you?
I would.
All right. So you walk up to the guard, and he says, "What's your name?"
My name is Ash. Ash Woodborne. Pleasure to meet you. And I reach out, and he sees the ears, which I don't hide, my pointed elf ears, as I reach my hand out and shake his. Is he human?
He is a human. And behind him stands another guard who's an orc. And beside him is another guard who's an orc. And then further down the hall is another guard who's a human. But you're kind of standing around. It's only the 3 of you in this large steel warehouse structure.
Pleasure to meet you.
You reach your hand out. Friend? He looks at your hand. He says, "Keep your hands inside or outside of my stall, please. Please immediately release your hands."
Yeah, you're the one who asked my name. I just want to be kind.
Why were you in prison? And you can see him rifling through some papers in front of you.
That's a bit of a... And I look back to the other 2 who are standing there. Well, that's a bit of a personal question, isn't it?
Sir, you're being released from prison. We need to make sure that we have the right person. Ash Woodborne. Why were you in prison?
Just listen. And I try to lean in as close as I can to him. And I put my head over the stall.
Sir, please step back from the stall.
I'm just... all right, fine. I was arrested for turning tricks on the street.
Turning tricks, sir?
No, I do magic, illusions on the street. It's illegal.
The guard is eyeing you, just like a border guard would nowadays. He's eyeing you, watching for any weird inflections in your eyes.
You want to take a fucking picture? It'll last longer.
He pulls out a bag. What did you have with you when you came in?
I have a deck of cards. Are they still in there?
Maybe. I guess we'll see.
I'll try to peek over, looking in the bag.
He stamps a piece of paper and he slides the bag through the small window in the front.
All right.
Inside the bag, you've got a bunch of all your stuff that you came in.
I got my deck of cards.
Yep. Mercury Comet, armor, clothing,
right.
Basic dock wagon contract, 2 fake sins, a jammer, certified cred sticks, high lifestyle.
See, I had 5 matchsticks in there. I don't see them in there. You take these from me?
Sir, please proceed.
Yeah. I'm
please
just trying to
proceed.
Lighten your day, friend. Well, okay, fine. Jesus Christ. I turn to the other 2 who are sitting behind me and say, this guy's got something up his ass. You guys want to play real nice now.
It's nighttime, and as you step past the parrot stall, you can see out the other side, and it's nighttime and kind of raining a bit, but it's dark and cool. Who walks up next? Who steps up next to the guards? Please step up. What's your name?
Kevin Mucho.
Kevin Mucho.
Yeah.
All right. Why were you in jail, Kevin?
Well, I was convicted of helping with a break-in entry, but I wasn't guilty of anything. I was just linked in and nearby, and slotting like security caught me in, and they took me in, and how it goes. So
yeah, I know how it goes. And I meant to do this. I'm going to come back to you, Harlan. The guard looking at you. What does he see, Kevin? What do you look like?
Kevin is like a real slim young kid, maybe about 16 years old. He's got just a little bit of like a little tiny fuzzy mustache coming up. He's dressed in like he's kind of like greasy looking dude. He's got a lot of I guess he doesn't have his equipment on him yet, but he's soon to be covered in electronics. He's got a kind of like a pale face of someone who spends a lot of time inside, kind of shifty eyes.
All right. Okay. And so he stamps your pass and he hands you back a baggie full of your gear, which includes a radio signal scanner, some security tags, a micro-directional microphone, and
got my link in there.
Yeah. A lined coat, magical lodge materials, mage sight goggles, etc., etc. Harlan, going back to you quickly before we proceed on to Justin. What's your character look like? What's the guards looking at here?
The guy who's eyeing me wants to take a fucking picture of me. Yeah, well, I'm pretty tall, relatively slim. I'm an elf, obviously, so I got my pointy ears, and I think maybe they might be looking at those. I grew up being self-conscious, but not anymore. I'm a face, ladies and gentlemen, so Ash has got a good look and strong nose, although you might want to change it with some biotics, unless his friends say it. Other than that, he's a pretty average-looking guy.
Excellent. Okay. So the guard tells you to proceed, Kevin.
Okay. Thank you. And he's kind of like rifling through his bag as he turns around, make sure it's all there.
Next.
Good evening.
What's your name?
Charlie Umber. At your service.
Charlie Umber.
That is right, yes.
Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm. Why were you in jail, Charlie?
Well, that's a good question, and I've had some time to think it over, and I think I'm going to tell the truth. I robbed a armored car as it was moving. There were 2 guards sitting inside. I incapacitated both of them. Now, that was included in the charges, so there's that as well. I took the money and bought illegal drugs, which I then sold and made quite a profit on. I think that's it.
And Ash is just listening from the line he's standing at, like, Jesus Christ.
You sure there's nothing more, Mr. Umber? He looks you over with a straight face.
Ah, yes. I stole a candy bar as I was doing it as well.
Is there anything else, Mr. Umber?
Now that I think about it, what drugs are legal and which ones are legal? So I might have... never mind. I think that's it, yes.
The guard looks you up and down. What does he see, Charlie?
He sees an average height man who's got a good-looking symmetrical face with black hair, short black hair that is perfectly parted. And despite the fact that he's been in prison for the past however long, he still looks quite sharp. He's found a way to shave himself and maintain his appearance.
Excellent, excellent. You guys have been in jail now for, we're going to say, at least minimum 6 months, maybe maximum 2 years, okay? Each individually. So he hands you your package of stuff, and it's quite a heavy package. Inside, you've got an armor jacket, your chameleon suit, flash packs, smoke grenades. The guard's looking at the stuff as he's handing it over, kind of with a curious look on his face, like, why am I handing this stuff back? Repelling gloves.
My other suit's in the shop.
Gecko gloves, etc., etc. Says, okay, you could be on your way.
Thank you very much. And may I say that you're a rare breed, an honest man. You could have made thousands upon thousands of credits with all of this gear. Good on you. And then I walk away.
Sir, please proceed. Excellent. So you attempt to leave the prison release checkpoint when you are greeted by a short and seemingly mute Chinese man. He walks up and hands you a note, which I'm going to post in the Discord.
To all of us?
Let's say he hands it to the face. Okay. It's nothing. Okay. What? Did you see that?
Yeah, I see your note.
Okay, for those not in the...
No, I laugh out loud. Jesus
Call me
Christ.
John D.
Couldn't afford a fucking printer. Just decided to write on a piece of paper. And I show Kevin standing next to me and say, look at this kid.
It says, call me Scandine.
Scandine. That name any ring bells to you?
It does.
Either of you? By the way, hey, and I turn around and I look at the kid and I look him up and down and say, hey kid, I heard what you were in for. That's not too bad.
Well, I got certain special qualities, so I get around,
All right.
What can you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I mean, I take care of investigation. I mean, and he kind of looks around. Is the Chinese dude still standing near us? And he just kind of watches that Chinese dude watch him, and they're both watching each other for a second. He's like, I get meshed in one way or another. So,
yeah. The mute Chinese man points to the node on the wall near the exit of the processing station. And the node, for those of you watching, is like a computer. It's like a...
All right, well, you sit tight, little man. And I turn back to Kevin and say, I don't think he's going to say anything. And I turn to Charlie and I say, Mr. Umber, was it?
That's correct, yes.
Pleasure to meet you. I stick my hand out.
I heard. Yeah, pleasure to meet you. I'll shake your hand.
Yeah, Ash Woodborne. I got to say, appreciate the honesty there. Just kind of let out and say it. I like that. I like the cut of your jib.
Oh, well, nothing to really hide. I've done worse things.
Yeah, you and me both. I tend to try to hide them, though. People, they don't like it.
They wouldn't understand. People don't understand those like us.
Hey, I agree. You know anything about the Scandine? And I kind of point to, besides the fact that it looks like it's written by a fucking kid.
Ah, yes. I always thought his handwriting was quite suspect. But we can contact him. I believe I have my cellular comlink in here somewhere. Rifle through the bag.
The Chinese man continues to point to the node.
Yeah, and
on the wall
I
near
turn.
the exit.
I don't know those computers very well. Kevin, you got an idea what those nodes do?
Kevin's already got his earbuds in. These are some sophisticated looking earbuds. and like got his comm link on and is kind of making sure everything fits. And he's like, yeah, I mean, I can't just talk to my computer and say, can you call Sean Dean?
Is it Sean Dean? Looks like C. I don't know.
Scan, whatever. Can I see that? And he looks
and I hand it over to him, and I look at the little mute Chinese man and say, well, you're cute, aren't you? What are you doing here, little buddy?
Well, let's go and investigate the node.
The small Chinese man just stares back at you.
And I kind of say, what you got a little grimace for? You look like a little dwarf. You all right there? You little grumpy guy? And I go touch the top of his head.
He swats your hand away.
Okay.
Without a second.
All right.
And he follows Kevin over to the node on the wall. Mm-hmm. And Kevin, so what do you do?
Tell me what this node looks like.
It kind of looks like an ATM machine in today's world, but you know that by hooking your comm link up to this node, you're connecting to the matrix. Uh-huh. And now you each have some comm link, I believe, some sort of
it's a personal device that you can use to be interacting with the matrix.
Comm links are the ultimate personal networking tool used by almost everyone. They are a combination of portable computer. Basically, when this Shadowrun was written, they got it pretty bang on. It's a combination of a personal computer, a wireless router, a cell phone, a GPS, a chip reader, a digital camera,
basically,
a wallet.
It's an iPhone.
Basically, it's an iPhone
or a cell phone.
But it's a little different in the fact that once you have your comm link connected to the matrix, then, which you only need one device for, you can basically connect with anything around the world. And if you're good enough with it, you can connect pretty decently. Now,
I turn to the Chinese guy and I say, does he want to speak with all of us? Right here, right now? I hold up my comm link.
And I'm still standing on the other side of the Chinese man, just kind of smiling as I'm looking up and down.
You a fixer, man.
And the mute Chinese man is following Kevin over to the node, and he's listening to you, but he doesn't respond
because he's mute.
And
can I?
It's called nodding.
Yeah, you don't have to be disrespectful, little guy.
I think I have some way. Yeah, I have a signal scanner, which I imagine is hooked up to my comm link, where I can figure out whether he's actually broadcasting anything, this dude, just by, I would say, observing him, right? Because I have, like, fucking glasses and gloves and shit that's all, like, hooked up to the Matrix.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there any way I can identify whether, like, he's recording what's happening right now and sending it somewhere, or?
Sure, you can use your radio signal scanner.
Okay.
Which has a rating of 3. So, and anybody in the Discord watching this can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe if you use that rating of 3 plus your,
let me see what I would apply to it. Maybe I have visual perception. That's about it. A data search 3.
Yeah, data search. So okay, use your data search. Well, I mean that's your signal rating of 3. Plus, I'm gonna give you. Where's my other notes here? You can use your intelligence of 4.
Okay.
So if you want to roll 7 die.
I will
7.
Do that.
So what we're doing is adding skill to attribute and then rolling that number of 6-sided die to give us. And did you roll? Is that your roll?
Yeah, I got 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And 1 hit. Okay, but you succeed anyways. And actually, you plug your comm link in. Really, that's all you needed to succeed in this point, because as soon as your comm link comes up, the Chinese man reaches over and punches a bunch of numbers into the keypad faster than you can see.
Interesting.
And all 3 of your comm links to buzz and click and beep.
Oh.
Beep, beep.
You still have your comm link, Ash?
Yeah, I do. Got it right here.
And a sort of crackly audio and visual, you see a familiar face. It's your fixer, Scandine. He comes up on that's
Dude,
awesome, Justin.
I can show you where you can get a more updated version of one of those.
Yeah, that's pretty old, buddy.
Here you go.
Well,
very old.
That's like the 2017 version.
No, it's perfect.
It's retro. I love it.
Good. I'm glad, because I love it too. Hello. Yes.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Are we on a conference call right now?
Yes, we are. Can you? Are you all picking me up?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Well, welcome back, you three. Oh, so spend some time in the jammer, eh? In the old cell block, huh?
Slot and run, man. What can we do for you?
Well, I see you've met my man on the ground, Prylone.
This little guy's pretty close to the ground. Yeah, it's me, buddy.
Yeah, he is, and he's mute too. So, just watch what you say. He's not deaf. He obviously gave you my note.
Yes, definitely.
It was the one that was just your name, right?
The one that was very professional looking.
There wasn't another note.
That's right. That's my handwritten note. It just said to call me, and here you are calling me. So, welcome back.
We got that one.
Right now, too? Should I be able to see you?
Yeah, you should be able to see me, Charlie.
Let me fiddle with the settings.
Come here. Let me do. Can you see it?
Okay,
Yeah.
well, is that you?
It should work now.
I can't see through these. They're not. Yeah. Oh God, there you are.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, this slot.
Hello, Scandine.
Oh, there we go.
What does he
can
look like?
See you. Yeah. Scandine is he's probably early, I would say early 40s, but he's a dirty, him as a dirty guy. He's a dwarf. He's a dirty hacker and fixer who's only ever really looked after himself in terms of putting himself before anyone else. He does not take care of himself cleanliness wise. He is dirty.
Okay.
And he's a hacker and a fixer, meaning he both hacks in the Matrix and he fixes people like yourself up with jobs. With that said, what you know of him is he's one of the best in the business. And when he has a job for you, it always pays very well. And he doesn't use people that he doesn't trust. So, a few things. You're getting good info. And good paying jobs. But there's a couple downsides. One, he stinks. And two, he doesn't settle for anything less than 40%.
40% is fucking halfer
of any cut.
Listen, Scandine, I am coming out of the fucking joint with a pretty hefty fee that I need to pay back for some shit that you put me up to.
Yeah. Well, listen, we can't really talk over the Matrix. It's too insecure, and the info I want to discuss is too important and confidential. Anyway, so we'll have to meet.
Yeah, just put a pin on my map.
Well, I don't know if that's really going to work either. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have my man Prylone take you somewhere where we can meet in public because I can't give you my address. So why don't we do that? You just go with Prylone.
Hold on. Well, we're not going to just take this ride, Stunty. All right, listen, we just got out of the jammer. You really want us to get inside this little man's fucking, car or something, come after you?
If I could say something, I don't have anything better to do.
Well, I don't either, and I need a fucking payday, but I'm just saying that realistically...
Will Prylone buy us supper?
Look, I was pissing a lot of people off before I went in there. I don't know who's looking out for me. How do I know... Have I ever worked for this guy before?
Yes. Well, I just told you basically everything you need to know about Scandine.
All right.
You do trust him. He always has good paying jobs.
I'll tell you what, Scan, you have Prylone buy us some supper, fill our stomachs, because I've been eating the food in there. I didn't like the food. Did you guys like the food?
Yeah, I don't eat much.
No? Oh, well.
I'm big on lambus bread. Any good lambus bread places around here?
Lambus bread.
Fucking creep.
I could go for some lambus bread.
What'd you just call me?
Nothing.
Yeah, you watch that.
But Thai food would be great too. I don't know, Chinese even.
Scandine interrupts. Listen.
I'm hungry.
You think they just let you go free? That maximum time in prison statute? It's complete bullshit, right? You know that.
Do we have implanted security tags that they took out of us, or are we
no?
Walking around with,
no. When you came back from off the helicopter, you're basically drugged, so you don't know where you're coming from, and you wake up as the helicopter lands. So you really don't have any idea where the prison is, or how to get back or to it. So they're not really worried about. They usually have prisons now on major islands.
But are we worried about them still, like, you guys, that prisons typically implant you with security tags. I remember they put one in my arm when they locked me up, but I don't know if it's still there or what.
I'm going to say they don't, but if you want to do a scan, you can.
Great. Well then these guys didn't.
Nah, I didn't know that.
I'll tell you what. Is this something you're saying aloud to these two?
Yeah, and also explaining that I have on my person in my equipment 20 security tags that I can use to implant in people, and that they are often used by prisons or schools. Apparently, kids get them when they go to school.
So it's just like real life.
Yeah, so that they can, track you. I'm sure you guys know about security tags, and Kevin pulls a loose bag of them out of his satchel.
Well, your security tags are going to give off.
No, those are different. They're not identities. They're like little GPS tags.
Yeah.
Are you able to take them out, Kevin?
I mean, I'm not like a doctor. It requires a first aid plus logic of 8 and 1 minute, but
it's a very arbitrary knowledge.
I know a lot of stuff I shouldn't know.
But Kevin's right. If we're coming to your place and you have lots of things that we need to talk about, if we have security codes inside us, that would be compromising. If there's somewhere that you know that you could stop us along the way, a contact of yours, perhaps they could remove them, and then we could meet with you right after lunch, supper, whatever time. What time is it?
Are you fucking hungry or what? Jesus Christ!
I've been
all right.
last 5 hours. Of course I'm hungry.
If we don't have them, then I don't fucking care. But I just wanted to bring it up.
Like I was saying, that's fair. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you go with Prylone, and he's gonna take you to a doctor that I'm aware of who's on the street. That's one of the street docs. He'll take care of you. But in the meantime, I want you guys to know, don't fuck around, because I'm the one who got you out of prison, and I'll be the one to put you back in prison. I need you. So as soon as you come here, I'm not treating you any fucking dinner. Just come here.
Which doc you sending us to?
His name is coming.
Coming.
Prylone,
Jared Cummings.
Fucking Scandine. I like you. You're okay, but I got a problem with the way that you introduce the name of every fucking person that you need us to off, because you always give such a long, drawn-out pause, because you're a man who loves drama.
That's right. I do love drama, Kevin. You know it. So that's exactly what I'm going for. I'm always going for the drama. So this is what I'm going to do. Go with Prylone. He's going to take you to Street Doc 2342.
2342? I fucking know 2342. Me and him go way back.
So.
Ash, are you ready?
I'm born ready. Although I'm not too sure about this kid. I turn to you, Kevin, and I say, Jesus Christ, what's up you?
What do you mean, what's up with me?
Yeah, pissing off the stunty, just telling him they need drama for every little thing.
No, I'm just saying he sometimes pauses because he's got like a fucking... I'm sorry, is this thing still on? No? Good.
I thought it was quite witty.
Let's just fucking go with Prylone and maybe get some Chinese food on the way.
Or some lamb bread, one of those open stalls, you know.
And go to the street dock, and then we'll just go and... I don't know either of you real well, except for what we've said to each other in prison.
Well,
but
I don't know either, and I'm kind of worried, because frankly, the only thing I heard about you is that you fucked up your last Shadowrunning job.
It wasn't me.
Yeah,
that wasn't my fault.
I don't know.
But anyway,
and I look at Umber, and I'm kind of like, you say one of your crew died, yeah?
Let's just get this fucking show on the road.
You follow Prylone, and he leads you to a vehicle park across the empty parking lot. And as you approach the vehicle, it reminds you of the pictures of school buses that you would see from decades ago. It's a bright yellow vehicle. It seems to be the same size and shape of a small bus. But instead of one door, it has several doors along both sides that open from hinges on the roof. And it hovers on vibrating, glowing hover tracks.
It's old-fashioned.
In fact, most high-end vehicles, most high-end vehicles this day are using the nuclear power reverse gravitational energy converters that were invented in the early 2020s. Though, you know yourself, looking around on the outskirts of the megacities, many people still drive gasoline-powered internal combustion engines because not everyone can afford a RevGrav.
So we're getting on one of these fancy bus fucking...
That's right. Now, this is his personal vehicle. It's not a bus. It just reminds you of a bus.
Great.
Pictures of buses. He jumps in, plugs in his comm link, does his eye thing. You know, he scans his eye, scans his hand, breathes into a port, starts up with like this nice whirring sound, and down the street you fly.
Ah, it's good to be out. How long were you guys in? I was in there for 7 months.
6 for me.
Hey, that's not bad. What about you, kid?
No.
Yeah, 6 months.
You must have paid a lot for our release.
Yeah.
I definitely had a few more years on me.
I've been thinking about that. Wondering why. I mean, realistically, there's Shadowrunners all around. Why us three?
Seems convenient we were all in the same prison.
Yeah, it seems convenient we all came out at the same time, too.
Well, be reminded that you guys have done jobs for Scandine in the past.
Together, though?
Yeah, no, not together.
I worked with Umber before.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Only
right.
once or
One of my
twice.
first times out of the military.
Yeah.
That was an experience, wasn't it?
It was. That's back when I was a translator.
Yes. Oh, good
But-
time.
Scandine does value trust a lot, and he figures that you three, though may have made your mistakes in the past, can be trusted with certain information. So
I don't make mistakes.
I didn't make mistakes. I just got caught.
Yeah. Is that a mistake?
I think that's what it means. So as you enter the city,
How's the kid looking? I look down at Kevin. How's he feeling?
you
Kevin's
feeling, Kevin?
kind of like looking around a little bit wide-eyed. Like, this is probably the nicest vehicle he's been in maybe ever. Maybe like second nicest. You know what I mean? It's like clearly not of this class.
And I'm like standing up like on one of those fucking railing things, just like watching him, kind of like eyeing him, looking around. Being like,
Is this a sit-down vehicle or a stand-up vehicle?
in my mind, it's a stand-up vehicle.
I was thinking of it more of like a limousine, but that's cool. I didn't think
It's a
probably.
limousine in the back with a standing portion.
if you consider,
Well, when you said bus, I pictured it was like a bus. So
it's almost like a hybrid between a bus and a plane fuselage.
It's the
But
perfect
every
answer, Alex.
Oh, okay.
every door you get in, it's got two
It's like
seats,
DeLorean style.
just like a bus.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
DeLorean style
bus.
doors. And in the middle there is an aisle. So once you're in through the one door, you can still go up and down, but
Great.
you don't have to go to the front to get out.
So
of the
Ash
bus.
is hanging out in the aisle like one of the cool kids.
And I look down at the kid. I'm kind of like, look, kid, I didn't mean to imply that you fucked up on your last job. People die. That happens. It's not on you. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Look, if we're working this together, I want you to know you're in my trust. Obviously, Scandine fucking trusts you, so hey, I trust you, and I know Umber, and all right, if we got each other's back, we got each other's back.
Thanks, man. We'll see. We'll see what we gotta do.
Well, I
And
saw you on
as-
that computer. You're a whiz, all right. I saw you do it.
You're savvy.
Yeah, you do notice that about each other. So, in fact, you notice each other's strengths. Kind of, you know them from the past.
I'd call you
your
an
strength,
occult investigator.
your strength, Ash, is you're the face, right? You talk. You're good with.
Constantly.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about talking constantly, ladies and gentlemen.
Justin, are you actually using those, or are you just wearing them?
No,
Watching porn.
No, I'm not watching porn. I'm playing Snake.
Very nice. I got it here on my phone, but whatever. You do you, kid.
It's virtual reality Snake. It's quite brilliant, actually.
And as you fly down the streets, whizzing past, you see hordes of people, street people, and think to yourself, not long before you were there, before you got into Shadowrunning, consider how lucky you are to have found a life of dangerous, high-paying work, or you're either cursing the day that you left your simple life behind. Because you all know that once you become a Shadowrunner, it's not likely you'll be able to walk away because you know too much. And it's not a surprise when you hear of a defector Shadowrunner turning up dead in an alleyway.
Nah, it was a good decision for me. What about you guys? Shadowrunning was the best thing I ever did.
No such thing as a simple life, in my opinion.
I'm taking care of my mama, so Mama Mucho needs a little bit of help with a paycheck.
Oh shit! Well, I mean, if you go all noble on us, then yeah, fucking, I got, starving kids that I send some of the money to.
Yeah, shut up, man.
I abandoned my family.
Well, there you go. Me too.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I'm
That's
sure
really
that's
funny.
terrible, but I abandoned my family.
No, it was an easy
Charlie.
decision. I knew what to do. Horrible people. Still are.
Well, I probably got a family somewhere around. I got a sister, and that's about
I
it.
abandoned my family.
So, the school bus comes to a whirring halt, and Prylone points out his side of the vehicle that there's a street dock, and you see like it's a kind of an android looking figure. He's got all white skin, no creases, nothing, no hair. It's just, but it's obviously a robot, but in human form. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And it says he's standing on kind of like an upside down cone, and that's attached to the ground with a ball, and he can roll around in that, but he's mostly stationary. He is at Street Dock 2347.
2347! As the door opens, I lean out to him and say, no fucking shit. Out of all the street docks we got sent to, I'm so happy it was you, friend.
And I am glad to see you too, Ash Woodborne.
I say, do you remember that time I came here with that bullet wound in my shoulder? You remember what you said to me?
What did I say, Ash Woodborne?
Well, you said you'd heal me up, and then you did. It was maybe it was better in my head. I don't know. And I walk out of the fucking bus, and I'm like,
"Thank you for the compliment, Ash Woodborne."
Yeah.
Hey, Doc. Listen, I don't know if Scandine gave you a heads up or what, but we just came from the Slammer, so might have some tags on us.
That's right, Kevin Mucho. I have been apprised of the subject at hand.
Good. Well.
So. And obviously what's happened is Scandine has hacked into the system. He's taken over Street Dock 2342. So nothing here is charged, and you don't have to pay any credits for this sort of thing. So what he's going to do now is simply roll for if he sees anything, which for a Street Dock I can tell you is, let's see, cyber technology plus.
He's probably pretty good at his whole thing being an android.
Being a machine designed for one
it's
purpose.
Entirely designed.
Yeah. But there's still
a chance that he
it's like going up to ATM and
still
rolling.
A chance.
He'll be distracted.
I turn to Kevin and I say, couldn't we just take a...
He's like, hey.
I'm not too savvy with all of this technology things, but if we were to take a magnet, a really strong magnet, and just run it all over our body, wouldn't that, short wire it something?
No, man, absolutely not. They're hard, and they can't be erased by a tag eraser. You gotta get them out of you, because they're just gonna ping right back to the prison and say we're fucking around. So what Street Doc's gotta do is he's gotta put them in a cat or something, so that it's gonna say the thing's still alive and they're moving around.
Interesting.
But did Scandine actually break us out, or did he just pay for our parole early?
Well, I mean, I was up to get out soon, but you know how the fucking system works. They don't want to let you go because it's for profit, man.
So let me get this straight.
Right.
If he puts security tags in cats, does that not mean that they're going to believe that after getting out of prison, we just decided to go into an alleyway and live the rest of our days?
Wander the streets, and then when they come back to get us, they find some cats.
That's right, but the moment they look at the computer systems and look at the maps and say, well, these three are in the same spot as they were yesterday, pretty much. This one's in Old Lady Doris's house.
They gotta find some cool cats.
All I know is every time I've been to prison, I kept my chip in. So I think I have 7 in this arm. And I got 2 over here. So listen, guys, I ain't too worried about this. I've been caught twice after breaking out of prison. And they just scan them. You know what you do? You just explain it that you got them on a street market sale. You got a bionic arm, and then you switch back. It happens all the time.
So he finds that Harlan, you did have 3 in your arm, but
3 in this arm. I got 7 in this one still. This one popped, but I don't
3,
think
and
that's
the other 2 you don't have anything.
Good.
And you're all successful, and he successfully.
Are you sure, Doc? I don't know. I feel like there's 1. Are you sure?
Kevin.
Yes, Kevin Mucho. I have scanned you. You are okay.
Okay, whatever.
Mine are all from different like jobs that I've done, like purposefully, like just years of like different false identifications. Like
yeah, totally. Like if
the
you
real
are
one's down
pretending
here.
to work
Ash,
for
the character,
some
is up
place,
here.
like a mega corporation would give you a security tag to let you into certain like level places, right?
And I just I bartered and stole them over the years. This one got me into prison once. Actually, it was pretty funny story when I had to break up my friend. This one's actually my sister's. But anyway.
And as you're talking and you're telling them about the different security tags inside your arms, the Street Doc 2342 grabs you very violently by the wrist, and immediately with the other hand begins to puncture your arm and pull out the street tags.
No,
very quickly, like a sewing needle. And he's strong. You don't really have the ability to pull away.
Damn it! God damn it!
Oh,
so
I'm glad that didn't happen to me.
And in one quick movement for both arms, he takes out all the tags and stitches you with one quick motion.
That took
29 years to accumulate.
When you're taking off like the ink tags from like clothing at a it's like that.
Jesus Christ.
I was thinking even more like the slap chop.
And the blood just leaking down my arms. I'm like,
or potato gun,
Well, fuck.
It auto stitches up, does it not?
Yeah, and it's auto stitching, but he's still got blood coming down his arm. And
I
then
feel like we could have used some of those.
Street Doc 2342's voice changes, and you hear Prylon come over his voice. What the hell are you guys doing? All right, you're clean.
Prylon's not a mutant anymore.
Sorry, not Prylon, Scandian. Scandian comes over. Fuck off.
I'm the only one that caught that too.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even catch it.
I know.
You guys are doing a lot of chit chatting, and keep that to yourselves. That I broke you out of prison because you know what? If Brixie Carlisle finds out, he'll have my ass. So just get back in with Prylon and get over here.
All right.
Oh, Street Doc 2342, you are now clear of all security tags. Goodbye.
Thank you, Street Doc.
And as you're leaving, you see
2347. I thought we were friends.
Thanks, buddy. See you.
As you're leaving,
can I collect the old tags from him, like the ones that he took out of me?
I have 20.
Oh, perfect. Can I borrow like 9 of those?
What? No.
I got a family reunion coming up. Come on.
What?
Sarah can't come. I'm in prison.
No,
security
these
tags would only be.
They're purposely fake. I use them for different times. It doesn't matter. I get into the truck.
Yeah, I have 20 of them.
So Prylon starts up the truck again, and you go whirring through the streets. And sure enough, yeah. Sure enough, and then in about 30 minutes or so, you pull up in front of seems like a large, busy nightclub. And as you glide past the front entrance slowly, you see crowds of people clamoring to get inside. There are bouncers, large orcs.
I'm getting excited. Wow, yeah.
Filtering people in.
Hot joint.
And the area is glowing with a bright neon blue pink from the large neon sign hanging 15 feet above that reads Gentry's Pool Hall.
Scan this pool hall, everyone.
Pool hall? Couldn't it have been a martini bar?
Hey, this is the best place you're going to get to. Don't you know who runs the bar here? Wells does.
Wells? Oh, I've heard the name. Who is he?
Fucking Wells is an old friend of mine. And I get out of the back. Now, I have contacts. I don't know how this works. Contacts bartender. What do I have to roll to make him a contact?
Well, the thing, it's not you don't make the contact. It's the relationship that you have with the contact.
That's what I meant.
Okay. So you get
I'm sure
out.
you didn't name the bartender anyway, so Wells give me his name.
Oh, I did actually.
Oh, did you? What's his name?
Yeah.
Ooh, the gauntlet is thrown.
I'm sorry.
And actually, you are gonna need some key information here. So.
Well, I'll roll. Just
yeah, because you didn't get all the information you needed from Scandine. So
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm trying to just find contacts here. Bear with me.
And you bear with me while I look at all my stuff I have.
Yeah. So the way contacts work, like I was saying, was your connection rating measures how influential a contact is, and a loyalty determines how much the characters rely on the contact. So what do you have there for loyalty and contact rating?
I'm assuming that's bartender? C and L in my attributes.
Yes.
So 5 and 4.
Okay, so you would be the best person to speak with.
So 9 die?
No, you're only going to use one or the other.
Oh, I will use 5. And I can add an active skill?
Yes, but you need to go into the club first, and there's a large crowd of people all clamoring to get in, and shows up 3 other people who are expecting to just walk into the club.
Hold on, guys, I have an idea. Listen, I got this cool tech, y'all. So here is what I figure. I'm going to use my earbuds. I can tune into specific sound frequencies, audible, inaudible. I can hear it when a dog is breathing rooms away from me. So Kevin, I'm just what?
That sounds amazing, but Pyrone is his right-hand man. Can't he just let us in?
Right. Not to mention, I think I'm just gonna walk in and I get out of the bus.
Well, I just think that
it's a very cool idea, Kevin. I'd love to see it actually.
Cheers, Kevin. Slam.
You're shit.
He's a kid. And I walk in front and I walk inside.
Who's gonna go first? Who wants to go first? Then?
Well, is Pyrone not doing anything? Is he just dropping us off, or?
Pyrone basically is a mute. Yeah, he doesn't say anything. So he just kind of sits there
and just waits. Okay, cool.
He's kind of looking out the window.
On second thought, Kevin, I think that Pylone's pretty useless right now. So why don't you do your idea? Because I don't think they're gonna let me in, just like they let Ash in.
No, let's fucking see what this fucker's doing.
Speaking about Ash?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ash, you walk up to the front door, and there are 2 very, very large and grumpy-looking orcs that tell you to get to the back of the line. Get to the back of the line!
And I say, oh, hold on, Trog. I'm here to meet a friend. Specifically dropped off for this. And
What'd you call me?
I meant, that's a derogatory term, ain't it? And I Ash motions for the door to the taxi or the bus, expecting that the other 2 had been following, which they obviously weren't. He's like, me and my 2 I'm here to meet a friend, Scandine. He's inside.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people here are to meet friends.
Well, listen, there's no need.
But I'm not.
And I try to push past him inside.
Yeah, well, you want to roll for it, or you just want me to tell you how it goes?
Let's roll for it. What do I roll? So if it's just whatever this is.
All right, and actually, you're just gonna do a difficulty test, because you're not really.
Your brawn? Is it brawn?
You can
against
go
these bouncers. That sounds good.
Your strength.
Well, if I'm trying to convince them that Scandine is inside, that I belong here or something like that.
Right after you insult them.
Alrighty.
I forgot Trog was inoffensive. Yeah, but I did it coyly.
You can try it, but I'll tell you right now that they have no knowledge of Scandine.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna try it with purpose anyway.
An underworld, I'm
gonna try it with thing.
Excellent. Okay, so what are you gonna roll?
Charisma.
You've got charisma, and what are you gonna negotiate?
Yeah.
You might as well use a skill, right? So your negotiation of 5 plus your charisma of 5, you roll 10.
Perfect.
And actually, I am gonna do an opposing roll just because why not, right?
Why not? So I got 5, 5, 3, 4, 1, 3, 3, 6. So anything 5 and 6 is a success?
5 and a 6 is a success.
So 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. And I think you're going to automatically beat him because Okay, so yeah, what do you tell him?
I tell him that that I'm meant to be walking in, and I'm meant to be here, with the confidence and poise of walking into a club at the front of the line, and the ego to boot.
Give me something a little bit more. Tell me what, other than you just need to be inside. Do you know the bartender? Are you good friends with the
I was going to roll contact, but you didn't let me until I get inside.
That's right. But
so I say,
mean, maybe if you had the bartender's name, it might make
Wells. That's how I made it up. Fair enough. I stand in the front where the trolls are, and I succeeded at getting him, but I don't know how.
Let's say you didn't succeed in getting in. Okay, I'm gonna give you this, but I'm also gonna give you a piece of advice, and that is there's a node that's on the end of the building here. Okay. So
I
recommend that one of you.
So I walk up to them and I point to the two people that I thought were following me, and Ash, taken down, is like, oh, okay. Well, I'm supposed to be getting inside, and he kind of sees it washing over their faces. But as he's about halfway through and they start looking a little bit grumpy at him, I lean around and I notice that there is a node over by the corner, and I kind of lean.
It's
back
still outside of the bar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so one of the orcs says, "Listen, obviously I can tell you're not one of these groupies here that's just trying to get into the nightclub. Why don't you tell me who the bartender manager is, and I'll let you commit."
Right. Listen, I will be right back. I left my phone in the car. I'll tell you who the bartender is, and I'll be right back. In fact, the two people they're just parking the car right now, and all three of us will come back with the bartender's name.
So he's convinced that fine, that will work for him.
And I turn around and I head back to the car, and I open the door and I slide and I sit down. And I say,
and you hear fucking Kevin like talking to a child, and so that's exactly how every piece of equipment I'm wearing works.
Every single piece, how that works.
Yeah, so now you
Sweet.
just know what I've got. It's pretty cool, hey?
And I'm kind of like, say, Kevin, you were saying something before I slipped out, and it was something about something notey, and I got an idea. I think we can get inside this bar.
Oh yeah, how did that go with the bartender bouncer thing?
Oh, really well, really well. Listen,
really well.
And it wasn't that your idea wasn't great. I just, I wanted to hear it all, and I could hear you through the door. Heard the entire time. It was really great. But I could use your little hackety skills on the computer.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing about like the earbuds that I was just saying is that I heard exactly everything that you just said to those trolls, and you fucking bombed it.
Oh.
So, here's what I suggest. There's a security nodule on the side of the building.
Well, yeah. I mean, that would be part of it too.
Yeah, that would make sense. Security nodule, and do what exactly? Turn the lights off? Make them run to the other side of the building? A distraction?
Well, it sounds like the fucking bouncers want to know who the bartender is, so I assume we can get into like the payroll and, figure that out.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying, but obviously I don't have the dingity-doodads to be able to do that, and I don't think, Umber, you're too clever with, your phone looks pretty ancient, no offense.
It is. None taken.
Well, so Kevin, we could use your help on this one if you.
Yeah, give me a second. Can I do that, like remotely because I have all this fucking gear, or do I have to actually go up to?
You know what? I'm gonna go with my gut, which is what I know, and because it was written in the '80s and they didn't really know where it was. What gear?
I have AR gloves. I can remotely control a device.
Okay, you know what? Then yeah, if you can see the node, I'm gonna let you do that.
Cool. Okay, hold on just 1 second, and he goes all like fiddly dee.
and you see in front of Kevin, his AR screen, augmented reality screen, pop up, and you see like the reverse of what he's reading.
Yeah, it's like
the other two.
What's that movie with Tom Cruise?
Minority Report.
It's like that one.
Shakes. Yes, exactly.
All three of us at the same time. Minority Report.
But okay, listen, we gotta look really good going in there because this looks like a cool place. So,
Yeah.
No problem.
You do have to look good. So why don't you give us a roll? And what are you gonna do here? Are you gonna roll? Or are
Just
you
gonna look really good.
Yeah. Just like a 16-year-old boy would. Looks first.
I mean, I can cast invisibility on myself if we want to roll like that, or I can actually charm the dudes into just letting me in because I look underage. Even like, do you know what I mean? If they're giving me trouble specifically for being Kevin, if they don't want Kevin in their bar, I can deal with that. But do you want me to roll for the interfacing with like the bar?
Yeah.
So I would say that's probably a intellect using a data search, and then
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, so that would be me rolling 7 d6s.
Bingo.
Bingo bango. How do you guys like Kevin's voice so far?
Yes.
Honestly, you remind me so much of Winona Ryder. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
like, that's very Winona Ryder.
I did a really bad job.
Man.
I didn't get any hits.
Did not hit at all.
Wasn't that a critical thing?
No, you just fail. If you hit more ones than half, then it would be a critical glitch, and then something bad would happen. But no, in this case, you fail to augment reality, hack into the
so can I say that it means that I have to go actually physically to the location?
Yes.
Okay, so
I would say that.
I don't know what's up with these gloves. I think maybe I have to replace the battery on them.
Excellent. I love the excuse.
It's been a while because of the fucking jail time. We're gonna have to stop by a future radio.
Damn it! I left them on the entire time I was in jail.
6 months.
Light. So just can you guys make sure that no one watches me hack?
Sure, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, we can do that.
Keep an eye out.
Great.
Now
worst case scenario, I'll just create a distraction.
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to like stealth up over there before I try it again.
You just walk over. It's like you're kind of on the street. Think of like a bustling nightclub out front. I mean, every street's got its danger, but I don't think you guys are any particular danger at this point.
Like a really weird blue windbreaker.
Raincoat.
And while he goes up, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, while he's going up to the comm link on the, or what is it called?
A node.
No.
While he goes
it's a public node
on the side of the building, I say, these nodes seem very convenient to anybody who knows how to hack. I mean, you'd think that for security reasons they'd want to keep them inside, don't you think?
Oddly spaced out, really. I mean, yeah, it's kind of helpful in this case.
You have to remember that you have to have some particular skill in hacking, or other
skills that you and I don't have.
Relatable skills.
Point, though. And I think Kevin is probably
a 16-year-old kid. I mean, he can do it.
He's like paranoid enough that he's kind of giving an eye out for like cameras, maybe that are like security cameras, anything that's like vigilance oriented.
There's lots of security cameras, but any good hacker will know how to cover their tracks. So even if you were caught on video camera doing something and someone pulled you in, then you could just say
this is the undies hat whole purpose. So Kevin pulls his hacking hat down.
Love it. We can see your undies.
And just get my hat right down, and then no one can know who I am. I'm Kevin Incognito.
And Umber and I are just kind of like leaning back, watching on the street.
Pass. And you like crawl up. You're like.
I'm actually a very sneaky guy because of my
undies.
The fact that because of my archetype. But we'll just leave that to everyone's imagination.
I lean over to Ash and I say, if anything, he looks more conspicuous.
I was just about to say, I mean, you could pick anyone out of this thing with it.
3 hits.
Pat down over their eyes.
Yeah.
3 hits. Excellent. Okay, fantastic. So not only are you able to log into the public node,
I got it.
You're able to find out that the bar manager, her name is Alyssa.
Okay.
Do I get like a full like employee record plus like little photo in the corner, like a headshot and everything?
Yes.
Can I pick Alyssa out of a crowd?
Yeah.
And somehow it shows up like the 80s, like
it sounds like a really loud typewriter. As far as you can tell, she has clean cash records. There's no like everything that you can see is over the table.
Cool.
She's an elf.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Now that I know her name, can I roll contacts, or do I have to wait on the side still?
You have to. It's only going to work in direct contact with that person.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is this like the bartender person that we are looking for the contact info of, or do I need to do a little bit more digging?
That's pretty much all. Well, maybe you should ask Ash.
I'd also like to download like a map of this place so that we know like how big it is, the like floor plan.
Cool. Okay. I can.
I mean, you don't have. You can just say that we have that now.
Yeah, you have that now.
Cool.
And actually, I will draw you up something.
Badass. So yeah, Kevin like looks around and then sneaks back to the car.
You got a kid?
Yeah, I think so. Alyssa, you know that girl, she's a manager, she's an elf. She's like 6'1", blonde, 124 years old, green eyes. I already said she's an elf, but she's an elf.
So how does this help us? We've got the name of the bartender.
Yeah.
Plenty of people in line do.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
He's the manager, but I think if we just the bouncers' names are Martine and Croy.
Now who's thinking of NPCs?
I love it.
Martine and Croy. I think if we just let them know that Alyssa's good to go to let us in. Actually, I have her comlink number too. If we want to give her a call, she could come down and let us in or whatever.
Well, that would be good because this line isn't going anywhere.
I think the name should be good enough. And
I mean, but we can like threaten them. So.
Alrighty, so people on the stream should like this because I'm going back to my paint days.
Yes.
All right, so here, does this? Can you see this? Okay.
Oh hell yeah! Did you really have this ready?
No, I just made it right now.
Oh,
this looks like a club I went to once.
Yeah,
I know, right? Okay, so
every club ever.
Especially with those like oblong spheroids.
Yes, exactly.
Hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, I was thinking they're like dancing.
Actually, they're both. They're hanging from the ceiling and their stages, and they're hanging from the ceiling.
You got people dancing underneath and over top.
Like every single bar we've ever been to.
Yeah, this is the entrance here. This is the men's and women's bathroom. Actually, I should take this out. It's a single gender bathroom.
It's one big toilet that everyone has to use at the same time.
Meta-human bathroom.
Dwarf size. It's a single race bathroom.
I'll meet you at the pee bowl.
The bar area.
Oh boy.
So we'll call the bar area red. And the bar top here. Okay.
Okay.
That's the David bar.
Yeah.
And the dance floor is blue.
Oh.
Is the rest of the.
Guys, how cool would it be to do all the layouts for like D&D and shit in like The Sims, so you could, you know what I mean?
So you like zoom in.
You'd be like, this is what the bar looks like, and then you pull out like some building that you did a floor plan.
Everybody log into The Sims.
Yeah, man.
I got it.
You just take a bunch of screen caps. It'll be good.
Yeah, that's right.
Do it.
TM on that idea.
Okay, this is the dance floor, and this is the kitchen. Okay, everything's pretty straightforward.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So walk up to Martine and Croy. All right, sorry, had to get my phone from the car, and these are my friends.
You're back.
Yeah.
All right.
Alyssa's her name.
Alyssa, that's right. All right, come on in.
Thank you very much.
So, and give a thumbs up to the guys
look good
behind.
tonight, Croy. Really good.
And as you enter, you hear all the people behind you. Oh, why did they get to go in now? What the hell? What the fuck is this? Oh! And you hear Martinez and Croy. They're like, "Get back! I told you, fucking get back!" And their voices fade as you enter the building. You step inside and the music.
What's the plan here?
Now it's like so loud and it's futuristic. It's like not even good music, right? It's
I'm absolutely using my select.
What movie is that? Where it's so futuristic. It's using. It's not even like music. It's just like loud noises all smashing together.
Oh, Children of Men.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I love that scene.
It's like, you're like, holy fuck, that's not.
And Kevin's
music.
rocking out like, yeah.
Charlie covers his ears.
But you know what? People are enjoying it.
Really move. He's just like, yeah.
Yeah, and as you walk in, people are grinding, and the place is packed, wall to wall. People, elves, dwarves, everybody's barely wearing nothing.
Barely
Humans.
wearing nothing.
There are people in cages dancing and like.
Jesus Christ, I like this place.
And I'm talking to. I turned to Kevin as he's like raving. I was like, I've never been to such a depraved place in my life.
This is my favorite pool hall ever.
But it's so loud. It's so loud that nobody hears me. So I was like, this is the most depraved place I've ever been to in my life. And then there's nothing again.
And
nobody. And then all of a sudden
the music stops.
Like, this is the most depraved place I've been in.
For real though,
Oh,
Kevin's
fantastic.
got select sound filters. I can block out any background noise and focus on specific sounds or patterns of sound.
That's amazing. Why don't I have that?
Yeah.
Because I'm a fucking hacker
I should have that.
/ occult investigator. I can select a single sound group like a conversation and focus on that.
Wow.
So I'm gonna listen for the word Alyssa being spoken by anyone in this place.
Well, I was just gonna go to the bartender.
That works too. Is she? She's not the bartender. She's the manager.
No, she's the bartender.
Wow.
So I'm just.
Well.
Right? That's what you said,
Alex. So why don't you roll, Joe?
Cool. It's
Might
probably
as well.
7
I mean,
again. I'm just
fuck,
gonna do it.
roll. Might as well, right?
Why not? We know the number, so let's do that.
What is it you're using? Your
My ears. 1, 2, 3. I did 4. I'm using my earbuds.
Okay.
Actually, I have a rating 1 on those, so I can add another 1 dice to this.
Select sound filtering. Yes, so 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then what are you using for your skill is going to be.
Yeah, I just rolled 7 for no reason. 4 for my intelligence, and I have perception. 4 is 8. Plus 1 would be 9 dice. So I can do that.
Sure. Sounds good to me. It's a simple task, anyways.
Yeah, well, I fucking failed it.
No, all you needed was 1. So
Well,
you've got it. You hit a 5.
Oh, I did get 1 5.
Excellent. Wow. Talk about.
And can it
Very
please
close
be
roll.
the first time I hear, like, I'm like walking around, I'm like listening, like trying to covertly listen to stuff. The first time I hear the word Alyssa, I snap to the bar and it's Ash talking to Alyssa.
Sure, if that's what you want.
Yes, please.
And then as soon as you see that, you hear another guy who's working in the bar turn, and you also hear him say, Alyssa, we need more blimes.
Mm.
And blimes?
What's blimes?
Banana limes? They're futuristic banana lime, exactly.
Oh my god, that
They've
sounds
now
so
mutated
good.
limes and bananas.
That would be really
Good
delicious.
margarita.
Yeah, that'd be good. I kind of want a blime now.
But it
I
wouldn't
love
be.
lime.
Well,
Mm.
it's not banana limes. Otherwise, I would have named it
I want a
Balamas.
gin and tonic.
Lanana.
I want a gin and tonic with a blime on it.
Can I have
Balamas?
I really want this blime. This sounds
Don't,
good.
Yeah.
don't put the bar blimes in your drink because so many people touch those.
Yeah, and they're very dried out. And they've been sitting for a while.
Yeah.
You know what? You can make blimes at home, or buy them straight from the
Sublimes.
market.
The Blarket.
The Blarket.
What? Why?
Stupid show.
Alyssa.
Oh.
Alyssa. How you? Now I'm gonna roll contact on her. I want to know if I know this girl.
Ah,
Longest
okay.
wait for a roll. A 6. And that's it. 1 6. 1 6. 1 6 sucks.
1 hit. That's what they
One
call it, right?
hit.
We're playing Shadowrun, guys. We're doing it.
Is this
Yeah.
that game?
I haven't played it yet. I
No,
haven't
me
rolled.
neither.
Well, what does it
You haven't
mean?
rolled yet.
I've just been playing make believe this whole time.
That's my favorite way to play it.
You haven't rolled. I know what the hell. Eh?
I'm not
What
playing
am I
it
gonna
yet.
do with you? So you got one hit.
Yeah. Do I know this?
How do you figure you have 5?
What do you mean? You
You
told
have a
me I
connection
had
of
that.
2.
What?
You have a connection of 2.
Oh, sorry.
Plus,
Do I not
plus
add
what?
anything to that?
Plus, we can add. Yeah, so we can add charisma.
you
Yeah.
think so?
Well, what, negotiation or what do you?
What are the attributes?
Let's just see here.
Well, contacts. I have connection 2, loyalty 1. So I either roll 2 or 1.
Oh, connection rating table. What'd you roll? A 6? You got 1?
Out of how many?
I
You
rolled
rolled
5
5 dice.
You
If
rolled
anyone
5
knows-
die.
How to do connections in Shadowrun. Misconnections.
The higher contacts, the more people you know, and the more personal. Oh,
Kevin is so ready.
oh, you know what? You don't even roll. I'm sorry. You don't even roll.
Oh,
What's your loyalty rating?
1.
1.
No.
Yeah, 1.
I'm the same.
Okay.
Bartender, connection 2, loyalty 1.
Oh, well then I don't feel special.
Yeah, sorry.
Say, Kevin,
So-
you know Alyssa too, don't you?
Oh yeah, she's that blonde elf.
So you know
I
what? Why
saw
don't we?
outside.
Their loyalty rating is that the loyalty rating is just biz. Okay, the character and you have it's called a mercenary relationship. Interactions are based solely on economics.
You like buy information from them.
May not even like each other, but you know,
Yeah.
Oh,
and they won't offer any preferential treatment
oh,
to the
so a
bartender.
2
Does
so
anybody have a higher loyalty rating
I do, but not for
for a bartender?
I wonder maybe Ash if you hooked Alyssa up with her last boyfriend. So like
Well, that's
you
what I was
know her
hoping for,
passingly in the
something like that.
social. But she doesn't like you very much because he was kind of a jag.
Well,
Personal
I wasn't a jag.
No, not you, but the guy that you introduced her
Oh,
to.
so she
Like
blames
they
me.
dated a little while and then they
Okay,
Can I just role play the fact that I know her?
100%.
Perfect. Alyssa! Oh shit.
So-
I am so sorry about Trevor.
What did you want?
What do you mean, what do
Trevor,
I want?
what are you talking about, Trevor? Who's Trevor? Where's your drink?
You know, Trevor the
What can I
Trog,
get you?
remember? The guy I told you he was going to be everything, and then he ended up being not so much everything.
Did you want a drink or something, buddy?
Alyssa, it's me. It's
Okay.
Ash.
Ash, I'm sorry.
We
Yeah,
went to school together. We've known each other for what? 42 years? Jesus Christ, Alyssa. Look at my face for a second. I know I shaved, but it's not that off.
You know what? I meet a lot of people in passing, and honestly, you know, from the way she's speaking about it, you guys don't really know each other. You're just kind of making it up.
slide her some money.
Fine,
Well, I
fuck
mean-
it. Here, and I give her money.
New
You
Year's.
have a lot of Nuyen between the three of you,
But
so
we don't
don't be
have,
afraid to
like-
spend it.
Here's a good question in terms of how you want to like flavor this world. They talk about how paper money is essentially just like for collectors these days.
Right.
And credit sticks still are kind of like obsolete. You use like your the matrix connection that you have to pay for everything. So you're just like, hey, and you like do what? How do you pay for a drink at a bar? How do you tip someone?
Apple Pay.
What do you think? You just like pull out your phone and you're like, hey, check your phone.
Probably.
Is that how it works?
Let's see what the
That's
book
sort of. I
says
mean, that's how it kind of can
on-
work. It's gonna work in 5 years
Or
from
you-
now.
You like it like buzzes in her ear like Ash Woodbridge just
Yeah,
left
like a
you
tip. Yeah.
$50.
Yeah.
50 Nuyen.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, Ash Woodbridge.
Well, if she actually doesn't remember me, then there's literally no benefit to tip her because I don't even know why we're here. I would just be like, you know, Scan Bean or Polywog out there.
That's what Alex was saying is that she has like a financial connection with you, or that it's like not based on her being like, oh yeah, we're friends from back then. It's like she'll give you information if
Oh,
you help her
okay.
out somehow.
What's Charlie doing?
Yeah, are you dancing
Yeah.
or what's up?
No, I'm still covering my ears, and I've put on my Matrix helmet, and I'm using my enhanced vision
Jesus Christ.
to inspect some of the grinders, and I think they're actually having sex.
Are you wearing your camo gear right now?
Yes.
Where the hell did he go?
Well, I don't have it activated, but I'm wearing it.
No, it's good.
Okay, so just to reiterate, we got dropped off at this bar by the driver. Yeah. And he didn't say anything. He was just like... And I thought he was taking us to Scandine, but we've asked, and no one knows who Scandine is.
I know. I didn't give you a piece of key information. I'm wondering if I should have let you figure it out.
You know what? We got Scandine's contact, so I call him.
Like, yeah, just call Scandine.
Hey, Scandine.
Did you get a drink?
We're at the place where we fucking, dropped off. And
you're at Gentry's.
I feel like we're missing a key piece of information.
Oh, yeah. You guys hung up way too early. You didn't
that was a good idea. I should have called.
Yeah. I really wish someone would have called
earlier. I'm here, so tell me what's up, bud.
Listen, what you're going to want to tell the bartender, Alyssa, is that you are ready for the new world.
We're ready for the new world, Alyssa. Thanks, bud.
You see Alyssa's ears perk up. Literally, as you say that, you see her ears perk up. What'd you say to me?
I said we're ready for the new world.
She looks around. Says, "Follow me."
And I look towards Charlie. And Kevin's beside me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's go. And we follow
Alyssa. Kevin's like, was that a sex thing or what?
No. Apparently it was the code word. In these Shadowrun and tap scenarios, we need to have a activation phrase, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. An activation phrase with the Shadowrunner forgot to tell us. It leads you to the end of the bar, and there's a curtain-covered doorway, which you assume leads to the kitchen. And as per the schematics, you can tell that it's the kitchen.
This is the kitchen.
And as you step through the curtain, on this side, you notice that there's a second curtain on the other side of the door, and about 6 inches to a foot of a threshold of a doorway. So she stops you in between the two curtains of the doorway. And before you can say anything, she begins to push the threshold of the door, and doesn't it open up? And she shuffles you in to basically the wall. Okay. And then as soon as you enter, she shuts the door, and the music outside is suddenly cut in half. And there's, it's like a silent door, right?
Oh my God.
So now you guys are standing in the wall.
So how are you guys doing? Everybody comfy in here?
Why doesn't one of you roll for perception?
Oh, I know.
Charlie. Perfect. I love it.
Is it dark?
It's dark right now. I think it is.
Yeah, it's pitch black. It's pitch black.
Charlie, you have your goggles on. What's going on in here?
It's nighttime too.
Thermographic and vision magnification. You turn them on.
I also have thermovision.
Yeah, but let's let Charlie use it. Charlie, as you turn on the thermovision, or even the night vision, you low light, you turn, and right behind Ash, where Ash is standing, you're all kind of jammed in this small space. Right behind Ash, there's a stairway going down.
Ash, I'm going to
all right. And I take a step back.
No. Don't
listen. Just calm the fuck down. And I take a step back at the top of the stairs.
Okay, so you tumble. What is your?
Oh! Jesus fucking Christ!
There's a stairway behind you, Ash.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up.
Do you see it, Kevin?
I saw Ash fall down the stairs, but I just have thermal vision. I can't. I
use
can't
my
see where
blood
he
to light the way.
disappeared to. That was great.
Right, Ash. Do you see anything down there?
Yeah, I see a lot of light spinning, and that's just my head. No, I don't see. Is there any light down here?
No.
I'm looking for a light switch. I imagine I don't see anything.
I'll pull up my future phone.
There's a. Oh, very good.
They got rid of the light feature, didn't they?
Flashlight feature. And you're standing in a corridor, a long tunnel corridor.
Oh.
And at the end of it, you could see a doorway.
There's a door down here.
Did Alyssa just disappear?
Yeah, she shut the door behind you.
I guess I don't need this anymore.
And I shine the light on the stairs so they can walk down.
So you presume that this, wherever is leading to Scandine.
Guys, I'm worried about Scandine's terrible stench.
I'm worried about the back of my neck. I really clunked it.
You know how you have a device that can mute sounds?
Yeah.
To what you can hear? Do you have a device that can mute scent as well?
Unfortunately not. No. I don't have magical nose plugs.
Damn it. Well, then this will have to do, and I pull out some expensive high-end deodorant.
Hey, I'll put that too.
Up my nose.
Ew!
Try it. It burns a little, but you get used to it.
Oh, that's good.
You're like Kevin.
Yeah.
So the dark corridor extends all the way under the dance floor. You can tell, just like the way it is, and above you, you can still hear the faint sounds of the.
You mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You had a good bass.
Great
there.
music.
Oh yeah, that's
Very nice, Alex.
my bassy throat. So you get to do you go to the end of the corridor?
Yes,
Definitely. Yes, I go right to the end. I'm gonna stop, and is there like a light peeking through a crack on the bottom of the door?
Yes, and there's blue light coming in all around the edges of the door. Faint blue light.
Do I detect a smell?
Yes, you do.
Oh, this
Listen.
is it.
smell that?
Stinky, stinky. Smells like unwashed person.
Unwatched dwarf?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh God. You want to lead the way, Ash?
Yeah, why not? And I open the door slowly.
You don't see anybody.
And then you open the door.
Excuse me.
I just had to get
Bottom
that. So you enter through the door and into a room which appears to be full of computer screens. It is dark and lit only by the screens of the monitors. And the loud sound from upstairs is heard dissipating, as I said. Other than that, there's a lot of computer fans. You know, yeah. And though you can still make out, like I said, the sounds above you. You look around you and it appears to be a large lair. The end you are standing in has a dozen computers and monitors sprawling all against the wall, and a desk and a chair, and a high chair. And the other end of the room, you see a small kitchenette next to a small table, and next to a bed and a nightstand. And there's some ancient pornographic magazines, you know, from like the 2000s, and a small bed next to a tungsten light bulb lamp. Things you would have to scavenge for at an antique store or perhaps a dump. So as you're standing there, Scandine pops up. What the hell are you doing in my house?
Jesus.
What do you mean what are we doing in your house? You're the one who fucking called us here, you stupid idiot.
There you are. You've made it.
Jesus Christ.
Finally.
Oh my God.
It took you a long time to get here.
Fucking hell.
Did you want
Scandine.
anything to eat?
Can you take a goddamn shower, please? Oh,
And
God.
the little dwarf has like this red stringy hair going up everywhere, and he's wearing like dirty clothes, and he offers you a drink. Would you like a drink?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you got?
I think I'll need a
Oh, I can give you whatever you want. There's a bar upstairs, and I take what I want at night.
I'll have a martini, please.
Excellent.
As dirty as
So-
you can make it.
I'll have a
He
straight up
brings
pot
it-
shot.
Excellent. And he brings
Yeah,
out both of those.
Whiskey.
And he brings out all of that. And the whiskey bottle is from, like, you know, another ancient relic. And so is the martini bottles, because nowadays they're drinking things that go far beyond, you know, what we drink now.
Straight ethanol.
Yeah. It's just like stuff you shoot into your veins.
That's that one.
So he goes on to tell you, you know, welcome back. And he's gotten you out of prison.
Do you want to do the mid-game post before we jump to that?
Yes. Excellent choice.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the mid-game post. That's right.
Oh.
It's time where we stop the action halfway through the game and we jump to you, the community, to weigh in on a little bit of a question. And if you get it right, then you have a chance to win some XP. So, Alex, What's the question, bruh?
The question, can anybody tell me, it's not in the Shadowrun book, what kind of power runs the hovering bus?
Okay.
You can give me the short form that I gave you, or you can give me the full term that I used.
Really good. Good
runs
question.
the bus? The hover
What
bus.
runs the bus?
What kind of power runs the hover bus? Not Hoover bus.
And I'll post it in here, Harlan.
Just posted it. Oh, yeah, I remember. I don't rember.
You remember that?
I remember
the first
part. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where I was at. Ladies and gentlemen, head over to the Facebook group right now. The question is posted. You can answer, and we will roll. And whoever got it right gets it right. Hope everyone's having fun so far. Oh, it's just Joe and I now.
Yeah, just the two of us. I want to welcome Miss Deadly Company. I think that's Megan on the Facebook group. It's her first time attending a live show.
Woo!
Welcome.
Welcome, first time in the live stream.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome.
The only one I know is So Long Farewell, but that's not really working.
Oh, no, that's not at all.
That's the opposite.
Not exactly. We should just do a Vin and Sorensen.
Vin and Sorensen, huh?
Yeah,
do you not understand? When we got to that escape pod, I pulled the escape.
So bad.
And as we jettisoned out into space, what did you say to me?
I said, "You smell like a terrible dwarf."
And I said, "What is that supposed to mean? You've always loved dwarves."
We were workshopping this accent when we were in the car with Godpool. He was
and Godpool was like, "So,
what's
up, guys?"
It takes this all the time. We're like in traffic, like cool. Let's just do voices.
Just go back and forth and back and work on my French accent. It's just gonna be. I want the pod to have jettisoned, and then there's just gonna be like 3 sub episodes of just you and I arguing. Oh, look, it's the doggy.
Hey, Louis is really sad because I'm ignoring him.
You're not ignoring him. Everything you say on camera is directed towards him. He knows that.
This is what the whole INVICTUS stream is. It's just me telling stories for my dog. Okay.
Pretty much. That's like me, except for myself. I tell stories for myself.
What else we got going on?
Party. Lots of people answering the question. We got a few right. 1 right. Nope. So far, only 1 right. Wow. So that's
really
tough. Oh, 2. Sorry. Megan just answered it just now, too. So she also has it correctly. What's coming up in the future? We got a bit of this. We got something else coming up in January. We also got something else coming up in January, which is gonna be excited. And we got something else coming up in January.
Woo! We've been sending emails back and forth, planning content that we're gonna be releasing for you guys in 2018.
You know what else is coming up Monday, actually, Joe? So this is really important. Do you know what's coming up Monday?
No, what's up?
It's coming Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Is Joe's birthday.
Oh, no way! Joe, are you turning 20?
Dude. Different decade altogether.
So
I'm turning 70.
On Monday, we're going to have to see the stream flooded with some well wishes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I guess so. If you have
How was your 30th birthday, Alex? Do you remember anything about it?
I'll tell you something funny I remember about 30.
Tell me.
Is that I don't remember being 30. I remember my 30th birthday party, and then before I know it, I was celebrating 31, and I thought it was my 30th, and I was like, what happened to 30?
Oh no, you lost
Seriously,
a year.
It was really, really weird. I remember being like, oh, this is my 30th birthday, and people were like, you're turning 31, I think, and I'm like, holy fuck, what happened to that year? So my advice.
Dang.
Live it up.
I'm planning on it.
But not so much that you don't remember it.
Yes,
no,
exactly.
I guess not.
Good point, actually.
So we have some answers right now that are correct. We got Michael Carl Weber said nuclear energy, which we'll call.
What did he say?
Nuclear energy, which.
He said what?
Nuclear energy.
Nuclear.
Fuck. Fine. Espresso.
Nuclear, Lisa.
Nuclear energy.
energy. I'm looking for a little bit more.
Rin said
actually Rin was
grav, so that's also correct.
Yeah.
Then we have
the correctest.
Nuclear. I want to say nuclear is too vague.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what?
Nuclear power reverse gravitation converters.
You just picked the winner, Alex, because I don't know.
Rin,
you're the one that wrote it.
Paul is correct. I'm still listening to him talk about titanium light stands and pornographic magazines. Sorry, William. I feel bad.
Oh, Will. He's always
on Wi-Fi.
Behind the grade. You're still with us, buddy.
Reverse gravity, nuclear drive. Yeah, so we've got Godpool, Paul, and Rin.
You can just announce the winners, Alex. You know this better than I do.
I am. Paul, Godpool, Rin. Should we just give it to 3?
Well, then you roll, and then you could do that.
It was a really difficult one. Should I just tell him what the answer was?
Sure.
There's still somebody typing, so maybe I should just hold on 1 second. I mean, it's kind of already kind of said who was right.
Yeah, so just roll 1d6. 1, 2 is the first one.
Yeah, perfect.
4, and whatever else.
That's what we're gonna do. Oh, and you posted it, Harlan?
No, that's my submission.
That's your submission?
Can I win XP?
Yeah. Where the heck
can't I have XP for once?
All right, here we go. 4. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Godpool. Way to go, Godpool.
Godpool!
1, 2 would have been Rev Grav Rin. 2, 3, 4 was Godpool, and 4, 5, 6 was Paul. So, way to go, Godpool. Yes, it was the reverse gravitational energy converter technology, or Rev Grav, as I so formally named it.
The nuclear powered. I can't even say it wrong.
You made me feel like a jerk.
So, no, I said I can't even figure out how to say it wrong.
Nuclear.
Nuclear.
Nuclear energy.
Nuclear.
Guys, Joe's making fun of me. It hurts my feelings.
Sorry, Harlan.
This is real life. This is in character. This is Harlan's mistake that you're making fun of.
All right.
So, Justin, are you ready?
Justin's eating some dinner.
Oh.
Well, for him, it's like 6. So it's tough.
You hungry,
for him to get back into it? He's nodding.
Oh,
so
that's why you were talking about going to get some food, because you wanted to eat in character.
I wanted to eat in character and in real life. So now the guy Scan has given me food, so it's in character that I'm eating.
So he gives you some like grimy, stinky chop suey. Oh, chicken fingers. But in my mind,
I thought he was definitely going to be eating grimy chop suey, because that's such a Justin thing.
Yeah. No, that's what Scandine's doing. He's like everything's smelly. So he says, "Oh, I'm so glad you made it here. Finally, we can talk in person. Yes, I took you out of jail. You 3 are my most trustworthy Shadowrunners, and you know what? I've got a job for you, and it takes some skill. So I thought, why not get the best of the best? As you know, as I said to you before, if you choose to not play my game, I will surely have my thugs take you back to prison, and you can forget about me trusting you ever again." So
you're strong-arming us, is what you're
pretty much. Exactly. I get you out of jail, you do my bidding, but hey, look, this could make us a lot of money, and then you go free. Really, there's one side is good and the other side not so good. So
hey, listen, I'm always up for making a little bit of money, and I've been speaking to my friends here, and I feel like we're all on the same page here, but obviously it depends on the job.
Excellent. Well, let me play you something. And he reaches over to his computer and he puts up some stuff, and a news broadcast comes up. And it's midway through, and it jumps in. Spokesperson for Seder Krupp Heavy Industries has issued a press release today which states the new weapon, now in the completion and testing stages of its invention, will bring a new era to policing and warfare. But they're not stating exactly what it is that they've invented, Sarah. Oh, that's weird, John. What possibly could it be? Well, we don't know, but there's certainly talks about what it could be, but nobody's actually said what it is. In fact, the president of Saderkrupp Heavy Industries, when asked, issued this statement. Are you going to read it now for us, John? Yes, I am, Sarah. He says, I'm confident that this creation will allow Saderkrupp to continue as the world leader in manufacturing while taking us to the next level in arms, pushing us past our number one competitor, Ares Macro Technology. Now, when we asked this to the CAO of Ares Macro Technology, he assured us that, quote, whatever that dragon has come up with this time is of no worry to us. No worry at all, Jane. No, we're still number one in global security and tend to stay that way. And actually, I'm sorry, I did say quote there, but it was me talking to my assistant here, Jane. and then the news clip cuts there. So you see, we've got something here that obviously Saderkrupp has created some pretty intense technology. Now, does anybody have any questions before I go any further?
Yeah, were you looking for us to have it stolen or taken or what?
Well, this is just it. This alone I don't really care about this, and why should you? After all, so they've created some technology. Who cares? What do we want to steal it for? Is it going to make us any money? Well, in all the research I've done this far, it seems that Saderkrupp really does have something that's going to give Ares a run for their money, and even revolutionizing policing and warfare. I've hacked into many of the accounts at Ares, and there's a lot of talk about this new weapon and how they believe it will impact their corporation and maybe even put them out of business. With Loftware at the helm, it makes Saderkrupp a very dangerous competitor to Ares. Any questions?
Yeah, sorry, Scandine. Do we know anything about the weapon, or is it just like a nebulous concept at this point?
We don't know anything about the weapon, and which brings me to my next point. But maybe I should tell you a little bit about the two industries, or do you know about them?
I know nothing. Fill me in.
Okay. And he goes on to tell you that basically Saderkrupp Industries is run by this dragon, an actual dragon. I'm not saying dragon, dead dragon, a dragon. Saderkrupp Industries is located in Germany. They're run by the dragon Loftware, who's basically, and if you've ever dealt with a dragon, he doesn't suffer fools gladly. And
you don't deal with a dragon, ain't that supposed to be the deal?
They are primarily involved in heavy industry, chemicals, finance, aerospace, and presence in many areas. And they want to keep the largest corporation in the world. Okay. And now Ares Macro Technology is situated in Michigan in America. I should say the UCAS, United Canadian and American States, run by the wealthy playboy Damien Knight. Now, he has this gung-ho, militaristic, patriotic, and individualistic mom-and-pop shop thing going on. And they are specializing in law enforcement. Okay, so Scandine goes along and tells you that basically Ares is leading in the world of law enforcement, but with this, whatever it is, that could all change. Scandine jumps back in. Any questions?
So you want us to, what exactly? Discover what this weapon is and sell the information to the highest bidder? Or?
Here's where it gets interesting. Watching the footage I have, I came across this, I'll just show you. It was this background image that appeared in the interview with the Ares Macrotech COO, and here it is here. Now, I was able to redefine it, and sure enough, I can
enhance
it. Believe. There we go.
Special effect.
Okay. So as you can see here,
gloves.
it seems to be a handwritten memo from Damian Knight himself. It's on Ares Macrotech letterhead and whatnot. But prototype, the engineer, or his head. What I gather from this is that either, Damian Knight is so adamant about getting this information that he's willing to kill the Lawfare for it. Now, I'm not really sure how this is all going to work out, but I believe that if we were able to retrieve the plans from Saderkrupp on this new prototype, that it would be a very, very hefty bargaining tool to get some large cash from the second largest corporation in the world, Ares Macrotech. The only problem is that we would be stealing from a dragon. Further to this, I have been hacking for my mere 70 years on this planet, and I have not been able to crack into Saderkrupp. In fact, everywhere I've researched, there is no Saderkrupp on the Matrix, which tells me one thing. They don't have a presence on the Matrix because they must have some supercomputer at their headquarters that's not attached to the Matrix.
Maybe they just used paper.
Maybe they did. Whatever it means, it's going to require some on-the-ground people to retrieve the paperwork, and to make things even more difficult, he's also looking for the engineer behind it, which, if I have done some research, I understand that it could be, and this is where we go to, I'm going to give 1 XP to our community member. Should we do a roll for this?
Roll?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
To Liam Canavan Randall for giving me the inventor's idea. Now, I haven't given away what the prototype actually is yet, so I'm not going to tell you who's won that. But the inventor, the engineer, is Randall Codswallow, who's invented this amazing piece of technology. Though he's an eccentric, very, very crazy inventor, scientist, and engineer. So Scandian tells you all this.
If I understand this correctly.
Yes.
We need to go to Saderkrupp
That's correct.
company and kill this inventor?
No. You're going to need to actually retrieve him and bring him back. Because
Dead or alive?
Alive.
So we kill the dragon, though.
If you feel that you can kill a dragon.
Now, who do we kill? Obviously, we need to kill somebody. I'm really itching.
No. Now, you have to understand that there's no killing that I'm requesting here.
Other than the engineer, obviously, you mean.
No, we have to bring. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring the engineer back alive.
But you mean like part of him alive, like his head or something?
Fine. You know what? Dead or alive, I don't care. Bring back the prototype and the engineer, dead or alive.
So you want us to?
What I'm telling you, this is.
But whose head? Like it said, his head, right? So.
Or head?
The dragon's head.
It's kind of big to big.
So if you want to bring back the dragon's head, feel free to.
Or the engineer.
It's either the engineer and the prototype or the dragon's head.
So it should be prototype and the engineer.
Or as long as the engineer's dead.
Hey, you read the note. Would you want me to bring it back up?
No, I got it. I wrote it down.
Kill the engineer, kill the dragon.
I put it in the Matrix.
What's this odd device? Yeah.
Oh, that's a fligaluic.
I think that's a sex thing.
Yeah.
Why, that's it. That's the device.
Hey, that was easy.
This is what we need to get.
We didn't even need to kill him.
I'm kidding.
I'll go get his head anyway.
Scandine, So where is this company located? Where is the base of operations?
Germany.
Very subtly, I just like reach into my pocket and I pull out a lozenge. I hand it to Kevin. I say, do you need this? There you go. There you go.
This is your classic data steal. You see, Saderkrupp Industries is located in Germany.
Aw, dag.
You're going to have to make your way to Germany, break into Saderkrupp, steal the prototype, retrieve the engineer. As it says in Damien's note, I take it he doesn't want the engineer dead. Perhaps this man knows how this machine or weapon works. I don't know. I probably wouldn't kill him if I were you.
But you just told us to kill him.
Does anyone speak German?
I do.
Actually, do you?
I do.
Nice.
Actually, he does, and so does.
I used to be a translator.
Charlie.
Does that you and I met, Umber?
German.
That's probably why both of you were invited along this data steal.
That's right.
Well, that and all the other expertise I bring that is yet to be
I can't think of
revealed.
another one for me.
You should see the way I hold a knife when I
Like
cut
this?
meat.
Is it on the pointy end?
No,
Do you hold it wrong?
Oh, wait, now I'm confused. But we'll figure it out when I kill this man that we need to kill for some reason. Although, frankly, no offense, Scandine, I think, frankly, it'd be smarter if we didn't kill the engineer. No
I feel like I'm talking to myself over here.
Well, listen, and I turn to the other two. I think we
We're
shouldn't
all
kill
like
him.
edging away from
Despite what
Scandine a little
wants, I think we should not kill him. Sorry, Scandine.
Now, I'm going to give you my direct code so that you can contact me from any node that you so wish to plug in my code.
It's a node code.
That's right. It's my node code.
That'll be easy to remember.
I know hacking stuff, so.
Yes. So he hands you his node code chip processor.
Is it on a load?
Yes. His node code chip load. That's right.
Nice.
Scandine, I think you're forgetting one more very important part of this.
Oh, and what's that?
The probe. We need the probe for the load code for the node.
Money.
Right, that too.
Oh, yes.
How much?
Well, if you are successful, I've been reading that we may be able to barter with Damien Knight of Ares Macrotech for a mere 20 billion Nuyen, which can be split between the four of us. Of course, I take my normal 40%.
Well, now hold on there. 40% of the whole?
That's right.
That means 20 for each of us.
That still leaves 800 million. No, 80 billion. No. What did I say?
Aren't you good with math? You're a hacker.
Well, I'm not good with math. I'm good with hacking. I do all my math with the computer.
Like all you need to do. Listen,
we can figure out the numbers afterwards.
Well, but hey, money's where it's at, Umber.
Yes, but we don't need to talk about it now with the cameras rolling.
That's like
Let's
400. 400. I don't know.
8 billion each.
No, it's not.
20 billion?
Because you said you're gonna take 40%, and then that's 20% for each of us.
That's right. That's my 8. That's my.
So you would be getting that,
listen.
and we get much less.
Where is this all coming from? Are you saying?
I think we each get 40 million.
Scandine, is this what you're saying? This whole job just came from your own mind? You saw these sites and you put this together, and this is where you came from? Is this coming from higher up?
Ash, I think you know how this game is played. And he looks he jumps up in his high chair. I think you know how this game is played. Obviously, I am getting my information from somewhere. But I would not be in the position that I am if I were to simply tell everybody I knew where I get my information.
Well, what I'm saying is if you're taking 40%, we're left with the other 60 split 3 ways. What's your main point of contact taking from all this?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't concern you.
Hey, when my life's on the line, it concerns me. How do I know we don't walk back in here and we got a gun to all of our backs just waiting to take whatever we get from the engineer?
This is why I take 40%.
is because I have to pay the people from my own pocket. You each get the other 20%.
All I'm saying is, I ain't stayed alive this long just by not asking the questions that I'm asking right now. If you're dealing with this Damien Knight, he's going to want to keep his name out of it. And that's why he's using us, and I'm okay with that. But if there's
we would each get $4 billion, so that's like a lot.
All right, well, if we get that, Kevin, listen, you're still young. But Umber and I have done enough of these jobs to know that 90% of the time when we're walking back through this door, it ain't with the full payload. And typically, there's not much to keep that money in your hands if someone should say, fuck you and take it.
Why, that's very right. You see, I picked you because I believe that you are some of the most talented Shadowrunners I've come across. Talented in your own ways. Maybe together you could be the most talented. But no matter how much talent you think you have, standing up to a dragon is one thing. And that's the other thing, is standing up to a dragon. Stealing from him is one thing.
So it's both things, really, is what both of it is, just standing up to the dragon.
The way I see it, it doesn't matter how talented we are if we sit here and negotiate all week long.
Umber, you know,
are you guys done, or can I finish my snake?
But ultimately, if we don't cover, and I say it quietly to Umber, if we don't cover our asses on this, we're going to be coming back to maybe our own deaths.
Yes, but if we get
you gotta be clever about this shit.
Ash, yes, we do need to be clever. But if we get the codes, who's got the power?
Voodoo.
You? Who do?
You do.
Do what?
Remind me.
With?
Who?
Of?
The man?
The babe?
What man? All I'm saying is this. Ultimately,
my baby, what can make me good? Sorry.
I'm thinking if we get this engineer's head on the block, which I still don't think we should kill him despite what he's saying, maybe we go straight to Damien Knight, that Ares macro tech. Gives us a little bit of leverage.
Keep in mind. Well, as far as this one needs to know, we're working with him enthusiastically. But if he's right about these codes, we might be able to do something a lot more profitable with them. If I do think so myself.
Right. All right, Scandine. Well, we accept. I accept.
Well, that's fantastic news. You won't be going back to jail, and now you might actually make some decent coin. Or should I say, credit.
Millions.
Yes, Nuyen.
Wonderful. So, where do we start? We're catching another chopper.
Germany, obviously, but do we have a way of getting there?
Well, no. You can take commercial flights, or you can try and, I don't know,
hitchhike?
Purchase a jet.
Those seem to be very extreme options.
Are any of you?
What do I look like? I give you the jobs. I don't come up with your plan.
All right.
So we're going to Germany, is what you're saying.
That would be recommended. We can't hack in. We need someone there on the ground.
All right. Hey,
I could stay here.
Are there any local contacts that would know about Seder Krupp? Maybe someone from my past or our past, or someone over here that we can fish for knowledge before heading over to Germany.
Oh, I believe there is. After all, you know a few people. There's
a bartender.
Well, that's true. You also know
Alyssa.
Binksy.
All right. Fucking, I forgot about
Carlisle, the beat cop.
Yeah.
You see, Binksy. Now, don't mention to him that I got you out of jail. He won't ask, but don't bring it up.
Of course not.
Also, Pino, the mechanic. He might have some information on vehicles.
Binksy and Pino.
Can you get us some money up front?
Has Binksy worked at the... has anybody worked at Seder Krupp?
I don't know anybody at Seder Krupp, but I don't know. There might be somebody in Germany you can connect with. I don't know.
I'm thinking some sort of ex-contact. You know, someone maybe got fired from there.
Maybe Banksy will know. Or Pino.
Banksy's a beat cop. Why would he know?
Well, he's got people in his pocket.
All right.
I think it's Banksy. What did I call him?
Binksy, I believe.
You call him Binksy.
All right. So we've got 2 contacts.
Brixie.
Let's go seek them out.
You said Binksy.
I was wrong. It's Brixie.
Okay, Brixie.
Brixie?
Brixie Carlisle. Sorry,
right.
Charlie.
Where do we find him? Actually, you can put his contact info in our comlinks. We'll be able to find him quickly that way.
Excellent. I'll do that.
And he turns around onto his computer and he starts hacking, and all of a sudden, all your comm links buzz. Bzzz, and
it feels good.
Brixie Carlisle pops up into your.
All right. What about anybody that works from Ares Macrotech? You know any contacts that we can maybe speak with?
I don't, but I have been hacking, and there seems to be some displeased employees at Ares.
Really?
Yes.
Any ways we can get in touch with them?
You may be able to hack in, and he sends another thing on the comm link, and he sends you the location that he's been recently hacking into to look at certain people's emails.
Okay. Well, and I turn to the other 2 and I say, look, I think the first thing is we should try to find someone that has either worked at Seder Krupp or maybe is unhappy at working at Seder Krupp. And maybe diving into the Matrix and doing a little bit of reconnaissance that way might give us a few names that we can follow up on here in town. Otherwise, we can follow up on them in Germany. But ultimately, if we're going to be breaking into Seder Krupp and taking this from under the nose of a dragon, we're going to need somebody on the inside, or at least somebody who's been on the inside, to get maps and plans and such things.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know who would be the best to give these plans.
Well, again, we got to find the name, but I ain't good at these doodads. And I look over at Kevin. I say, what do you think, kid? You think you're up for hacking into some sort of deep net of the Matrix, finding us a name of Seder Krupp ex-employees?
Yeah, I could do that. I could also perform some occult espionage.
I like the sound of that, whatever it means.
You said, were you going to give us money up front?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. We going to get, have to take a paper route to play for these plane tickets or what?
Well, I believe you all got out of jail. I did forward you some funds. I mean, it wasn't a lot. I sent you each
out of jail free card.
I sent you each about 10,000 nuyen, and added to that, you should have, well, I've got your bank account records here. Kevin, you've got about 25,000 nuyen.
Do I?
Ash, you've got 50,000 nuyen.
Yeah, that's about
And
right.
Charlie, you've got 80,000 nuyen. You're not.
Oh yes, I'm from a wealthy family. I forgot.
You're not hurting for money.
No, I'm
It's enough to barter and maybe pay off Brixie.
Fuck, I have a real friend in real life named Brixie, and it's the best.
really?
Dude, you keep talking about it. He's also a blood banker.
That's hilarious.
All right, well, let's do this. I mean, ultimately, you can hack from anywhere on the road, right, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, and in the air and in space and wherever. Like, the Matrix is everywhere, so we can just do whatever.
I'm thinking we speak to
Oh my
Pino
God.
Mechanic, see if he can't suss us out a way to get overseas without having to pay commercial flights. Ultimately, I want to keep below the radar on this one as much as we can, so maybe we can, hop, skip, and tail across on something that's a little more unnamed and commercial.
Just don't put me in luggage.
Well, I don't know if you'd fit, kid, but you're big gang
Are
leader.
you even allowed to use airlines after you've been in prison?
Well,
Well, we don't look like we've been in prison.
they don't need to know it either way. Shit. Lost all my fucking contacts.
And every time Joe speaks, I think Winona Ryder.
Right? That's what I keep saying.
That voice too.
It is perfect. It's a perfect
Do you
impression.
guys have fake that's the only impression I've ever been able to do, and it's totally
I
unintentional.
know. I don't think
Do you guys have fake sins at all?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Probably.
2 of them.
Well, why am I putting this on? I don't need this.
We can just use our fake sins to go into the Matrix and just never be found again. So
Perfect. Well, whatever the case, I think we should head over.
I know all about computer.
I think we should head over to Pino first and foremost and speak to him about getting across seas, and then over to Brixie Carlisle, see if he can't give us information. In the meantime, while we're heading over there, you can be in the back hacking away, and we can all enter the Matrix in whatever way we can.
Will do.
Sound good?
Yeah, can we please leave this very stinky basement?
Happily.
Oh, I almost forgot. One more thing. Be careful of other Shadowrunners. There seems to be something out on the street that there might be other people looking for this.
For us or for this?
I think this job might be in high demand.
And if other Shadowrunners come in contact with you, they may be dangerous. I don't know. You're probably more dangerous.
It's good to know. Thank you very much.
Well, I care about my Shadowrunners. Unlike
you care about your credits more than anything.
Yeah, we're pretty expendable. That's sort of the whole point, right? And I finish my pot shot and I say, well, thank you for the drink, Stinky. Let's go.
Stinky. Stinkteen.
Stinkteen.
And I head back upstairs past Alyssa, who couldn't fucking remember me, even though we went to school for 16 years together.
She was a cool kid. It's not her fault.
Oh, yeah.
You were a dweeb.
I was a dweeb. I still am a dweeb.
Stinkteen.
And I head out back to the little freak ride. Is he still driving us?
No. Now, Prylone is long gone. He left after he dropped you guys off.
Shit.
So we'll have to find our own way.
Are we leaving right now, or like my mom probably wants to see me because I just got out of jail, so...
Yeah, but if your mom knows you're out of jail, ain't she going to ask questions?
I mean, she knows what's going on.
Maybe it's best if she doesn't know.
I was going to say,
you're just going to worry her. You're going to Germany. And...
Yeah.
You saying I can't go to see my mom?
Well, it's your call, but you got to make the right one, and it's seeing your mom is not the right one.
Damn it.
I would tend to agree. At this
Really?
point, let her know when you're back. Basically, we are still in prison, is the way I see it. Our friend over there got us out, sure. But he is savvy, and he'd be able to put us back in if he wanted to. If we don't succeed on this mission, well, that's where we'll be, so don't get your mother's hopes up.
No, you're probably right. So, Coffin Hotel, or where are we going to stay?
No, you know what? I got a place nearby, an old garage of mine that I own. It'll be perfect there. It's got a few cots. I use it when I'm planning jobs like this.
All right.
Sounds all right.
So, what do you head there? And
yeah,
I guess
it's a hop,
skip,
and a jump over to
We're going to be BFFs, the three of us, from now on.
Absolutely.
All right.
And it's called the Mazar-E Garage, and it's like a faded neon sign that's half broken. It just says Czar. And I walk over, and it's got a big, massive padlock on it, and the padlock itself is like glowing blue. And I run my finger on the back side of it, and it lights up even brighter, and it falls to the ground as I lift up the garage door, and they're like cots and like empty, dusty shelves. Been a while since I planned a job in here.
And turn around, and Kevin's putting like a variety of lockpicks back in his bag.
Charming.
Yeah.
This is nice. This is a big place.
Well, you know, it's had a lot of good memories. Over there, Skinny got shot. Oh shit, yeah, he died there actually. That's kind of fucked up. But over there, Thorn, he got pushed up against the wall when this big old Trog tried to fuck with him, and shit, they got shot too. You know, actually, it's a bad memory place, but we'll make new ones. And I walk in and I shut the garage door behind us.
Where do we access Matrix?
Well, there's hookups anywhere around here, but the terminal's pretty fried. You got any, kid?
Well, you just have your comm, so you can just use that because everyone has them. So you just do it anywhere.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. I forgot.
I mean, I know you guys are old, but
I don't know how old he is.
You weren't in prison for that long. Do you remember how to chew your food? It's like shit and stuff. It's
connect me to the Matrix, please.
God damn it, Charlie. He like walks over and presses the on button.
And I go over to the like shelves and start like blowing the dust off them, and like there's a big open slab in the middle of the room that had like ancient maps on them, like shaking them off. I played a lot of good jobs in here.
This place is like a museum, man.
Hey, kid. Yeah, it is. And I walk over to the bathroom and I start taking a piss with the door open, just singing.
And Harlan, as you go into the bathroom, you
Jesus Christ! Who the fuck are you?
Who's in the bathroom?
I don't know. Some homeless squatter, I'm assuming.
He's really good with padlocks, I guess.
No,
there's a big broken window. No.
I was gonna say, why don't you roll your perception?
Absolutely.
Perception, and pistols.
Perception and pistols. All right.
Perception is gonna be
4. So my perception is 4 and my pistols are 2. So does that mean I roll 6?
Correct.
Yes. Okay. Where do you have? Oh, perception at 4. Yes.
Do you not also use an attribute always?
Yeah. So also
6,
use
6.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 6s.
Okay. So as you're peeing into the toilet, you hear a distinct rattle that reminds you of something, and you don't know why the toilet would be making that rattling noise, except for
I stashed my
you
gun
reach into the top of the toilet,
and I pull out.
As you do.
Yeah, and I pull out my Fichetti Security 600.
Yeah, exactly.
Who I've nicknamed Bluebell, and I pull her down. I'm like, oh, Bluebell, forgot about you. And she's got like a nickel plating on her, so she shines blue in the light. And I give her a little kiss, and I put her in my hidden holster, which kind of like hides up against me.
Wait, it was hiding in the toilet?
Yeah, before they took me
away,
I stashed
in the top of the toilet.
And you just kiss it lovingly.
We've had a lot of good times, me and her.
Nice.
She saved my
clean water.
She saved my grits.
Water.
Yeah, it's the fresh water, the back of the tank. She saved me more times than I can count.
Are you talking to your penis in there, or
Nah, my penis is a different name. Bluebell's my pistol, and I just like wave it out the door like. See?
Jesus Christ!
No, not pointed at you. It's not loaded. And then a round goes up and like sinks through the roof. Oh shit!
Charlie, what do you do?
Well, I'm sitting on one of the cots. I've got my virtual reality helmet. I've beaten Snake. I'm thinking about Pac-Man, or that game where you shoot the balls, the pearls, and you hit the 3 of them and it breaks off, and then they go, and there's little dinosaurs. Yeah, maybe I'll play that one.
I want you to roll for me. I want you to roll your perception of 2.
All right.
And what I'm looking for here is, what the hell am I doing? And yeah, really. Your logic of 4.
Okay, so how do I do this? 6. I haven't rolled yet.
Yes, perfect. This is what I wanted you to roll. So you're gonna roll 6. You've got 4 for your logic and 2 for perception. So you're gonna roll 6 sided die.
Okay.
6d6.
Okay, and do I just add them all together, or should I do 2 in one color and 2?
Nope.
And 4 in
you're gonna do them all in the same color.
Okay.
And then you're going to, the number of 5s and 6s that show up are hits.
Okay.
If you get a majority of 1s, then it's going to be a glitch.
Okay.
And if you fail and get a majority of 1s, then they're going to be a bad glitch, a critical glitch.
I see. Okay. Rolling. I got 1 5, but no 1s.
That's all you needed. So as you sit on the cot, you feel something uncomfortable underneath your butt. And you reach down and you find it's your Ingram Smart Gun with 10 clips of regular ammo.
Ah, yes. Violet. I haven't seen you in so long. No. Well, now I don't have to play video games anymore. I've got something much more interesting.
You kissing your gun too out there, Charlie?
Yes, I just found Violet.
Oh, no shit. We gotta get these girls together.
Yes, we should. Maybe do a little swap one day.
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of monogamous with mine.
Oh, well. Violet's been around, if you know what I mean. Military grade, passed down of generations in the academy. You know how it is.
I do.
And just so you know, your Ingram, because it is a pistol. Where is it? Okay, I'll find it in a minute. But in the meantime, why don't you roll, Kevin, You probably know what you.
Am I finding my gun?
Yeah, because you didn't already have it.
Oh.
They're not gonna give. I'm gonna say they're not gonna give you a firearm.
So Kevin's flipping through the Matrix, like browsing shit that's going on nearby. He's looking up like where the concerts are tonight. He's like checking out like if there's any singles nearby and whatever. And then with his other hand, he's checking the radio. He's got a radio signal scanner just to kind of lock on to people's RFID tags, see if there's anyone walking around the building. And while he's doing that, he just kind of like, oh my god, it stretches. His arms are doing these weird movements. And he looks around, he's like, is this place just like full of guns or what? And like reaches down. He was sitting on like a folding chair and just sitting underneath the folding chair in a pile of like, you said it's a garage, right? So it's like
yeah, a bunch of leftover stuff.
Yeah, what kind of leftover stuff is in this garage? I'm thinking like an oil stain, like that.
Yeah, and like a big garbage bin with a bunch of empty oil cans in it, and like
so it's just there's a Colt Manhunter with a concealable holster and 10 clips of regular ammo.
Oh yeah, that one. That's a good one
sitting
too.
there. It's in your little Ziploc zip bag, you know.
Yeah.
That you always carry it around with you.
This is mine. I dropped it. What do you mean? I've never been here before.
It's all yours, kid.
Your guns here.
Well, you know, a lot of people came here. A lot of people died before coming back to collect their equipment.
Are we naming these after flowers or what?
Oh my!
What are the names again? Violet.
Violet, yes.
And Bluebell.
Bluebell.
So
Bluebell's been in my family for generations.
I need to go with the same naming convention, or can I just choose my own?
I didn't name mine. Mine was given to me by my daddy. He said, "This is Bluebell."
Problem. Might as well choose your own. It's a free country.
Oh fuck! Hold on.
Actually, it's not really, but owned by
except for the insane.
Call it gun number one.
Big brother aspect.
Yeah.
I'm calling this gun Frank Hardy.
Frank Hardy.
Are you sure?
Can it have a boy's name? Is that fine?
I suppose. But if we're going to work together, don't you want something that's a little more, you know?
Listen, Charlie, you and I will just call it Dandelion behind his back. It won't make difference.
Not dandelions for elves. God damn it.
That's just that's just us. We'll call it.
You just might as well pick a flower that you like.
Have you ever seen a flower before?
No. I don't, probably not.
I don't think so.
Marigold. How's that?
Marigold.
That's a pretty name. I like it.
Great.
That's
it's
nice.
Called Frank Harvey Marigold.
I like it.
Frank Hardy Marigold.
Yeah, after the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys with the same name.
You're a Hardy Boys fan, right?
I am, because they're investigator boys, just like me.
So, Charlie, and actually before, it's all coming back to you now. You remember where you put your monofilament sword?
Yes.
It was tucked behind the shelf. It's taped to the back of a shelf. And
So
your
I've been here before.
So we've definitely been here before.
But I must have been under some sort of mind control.
No, Charlie. Remember, it was way after you got drugged and you were fucked up in the head, and I came back here. You slept on that cot over there. You pissed it too, and you owe me a cleaning bill, by the way.
Yes, but then you went to prison 7 months ago, and I went to prison 6 months ago.
Right.
So maybe I was just drugged in your apartment for a month.
Is that why your name's written all over the bathroom? Charlie was here.
Yes.
For a good time call.
It's my calling card.
Hey.
And Kevin's like kissing his gun experimentally, like, where does one kiss a gun?
Just don't
How
kiss
long
right
do I
on the lips.
maintain contact for? I think this might be a first kiss kind of situation. He's like going in for the kiss.
That's adorable.
Not on the muzzle.
Never the muzzle. Very dangerous place to kiss it.
All right, so are we ready to go? Is that enough planning?
No.
I'm tired. It's nighttime.
Literally haven't even started.
And as you guys are sitting there planning, you've got the lights on in here, I assume?
Yeah.
You hear bang, a big bang. Someone banging on the garage door. Do.
Everyone sit tight. And I walk over, and this garage is developed this way, and there's a little slide. Basically, the way the garage is there's the large opening at the front, and there's a small area of the office that juts out, but it sticks out a little bit forward so that you can see from a different angle who's standing at the garage door. And I walk to the office, which is all closed in, and I slide the little peephole across, and I look out through a piece of glass.
What are you doing there?
Fucking Seymour Castles?
Yeah. Who's this guy coming onto our territory?
Oh, fuck. This is going to be good.
And you look out, you see 3 kind of wise guys. They're all shaved heads, wearing like leather, cut off shirts, cut off jean pants, you know?
These 3...
These guys are taking up our spaces in here.
There's these 3 fucking hilarious... Wait, I'm not New Yorker. What am I again? Southern. How does Southern sound? Texas. There's these 3 fucking assholes standing here. And as I'm standing there, the gun that's mounted against the wall, which is like a machine gun. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine them?
There's the fantasy trebuchet.
Yeah, exactly. I wish.
Yeah. Tell me,
3 guys.
They seem to have taken up our little space here. They think they own the joint.
What is
Charlie?
And I walk back out and I say, what do you guys want to do? You want to take these boys on or just leave them as they are?
What? No, I don't. We can just leave the door locked, right?
Banging on the door. Do.
I don't know.
Yeah, you better come out of here. Otherwise, we're going to come in.
Damn it. All right. Open the door. I gotta put some gloves on. And I push myself up.
Did you put on... What gloves did you put on?
Just shock gloves?
Just some gloves.
Here's what I'm thinking, Charlie. Why don't we give him the old 1-2? You go invisible. I'll open the door. You get around back them. And then I'll just try to talk them down. And if that fails, you take off their heads from behind.
Oh, that old one too. I was going to use the shock gloves. I haven't used them in a long time.
Right, but if they see... Well, maybe use shock gloves in conjunction with the invisibility, because, like...
Oh, but then that defeats the purpose. It's all about panache. I go in there and I say, hey, good to meet you. My name's Charlie. Shake my hand.
You ready? You want odds or evens?
Oh, evens.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh.
What you got?
I shot a gun.
That's 1 finger. I'm counting. That's odds.
All right. And I activate my chameleon suit, and you just see like warping light in front of you as I move into the corner.
And I turn to Kevin.
Do you want some like a influence spell maybe? Or I know it's illegal, but I don't know. You're pretty charismatic, so I don't want to presume.
Hey, you go for whatever you feel natural, kid. But when the heads start lopping off, grab that pistol and we'll start firing. And I throw open the door.
Yeah, so you decided to come out.
These are the same fucking goons from the Everyone is John. This is like the exact same voice I did. I love it.
Yeah, Charlie. It seems they're not so scared at all, are they, Ted?
Listen, boys, listen. There's obviously been a misunderstanding here. It's not our intention to hide, and we're not on your turf. In fact, I've owned this shop for 79 years.
Oh, so you're not looking to fight. So I guess you're looking to leave then, huh?
And I look to the leader, obviously, because there's always one.
Yeah, and that's Charlie. No, that's
Frank.
What did I say?
Frank.
Ted? Frank?
And I say, listen,
Tommy.
Ted.
Tommy.
Listen, I say, listen, Tommy. You see me? See me? I'm 86 years old.
Yeah, I see you.
And I just sort of lift my jacket to reveal my holster and my gun and say, let me tell you, I've lasted a long time shadowrunning for people. I've been on a lot of jobs, killed a lot of men, and I don't want to kill 3 more. But I will kill 3 more in about 2 seconds, unless you guys turn around, politely walk away. We don't need to do this.
And while he's talking, there's a shadow behind one of the guys in the back.
So, are you gonna do an intimidation there, Harlan?
Well, yeah, I guess. There's no persuade, eh? Yeah, well, intimidation, I guess.
Yeah, intimidation. So let's see how good you are at intimidating.
Sure. So I add intimidation to what? Anything?
Your intimidation of 3 to charisma.
So
5.
8.
So 8.
Are these guys packing heat?
They're not hiding it. They've got, knives and clubs.
So I got 2 6s,
Oh.
3 3s, and 2 1s.
All right. So one of the guys said, I should have gone harder here. Fuck. One of the guys is like, oh, come on, Charlie. Come on, Tommy. Let's get out of here. These guys are looking dangerous. And
We do have guns, and they only.
so the one guy starts to back away. Okay. But lo and behold, Charlie, he feels like he can run the joint. Oh, come on, Tommy. Just the 2 of us. We can take him.
Can I try to do influence?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
want to influence Tommy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The not afraid one. That's a bad idea.
It was Ted that was the fearful one. He kind of backed away.
Yeah, Ted's good. So Tommy or Charlie.
Tommy and Charlie. And Tommy is the leader, so you're going to try to influence
Tommy, the leader.
Tommy.
For
Okay.
sure. So I'm gonna
Is this your magic?
Yeah, I'm gonna demonstrate Kev's magic.
Okay.
So Kevin takes like kind of a ready stance, and he starts wiggling his fingers, just like this.
Wait, I wasn't looking. Let's see. Oh, just like that.
Just like this.
Okay.
And the spell implants a simple suggestion in the victim's mind. It's like a powerful post-hypnotic command that they will carry out the suggestion as if it was their own idea, and then it will fade.
So basically, it's the Force.
Sort of. So
these aren't the droids we're looking for.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, actually, this place is shitty and you don't want it anyway, and these guys look like bad news. And then I'm gonna roll for it. So I'm going to roll with my magic and my sorcery, right? So I'm gonna roll 7, and then what happens is, according to page 210, the caster makes an opposed spellcasting plus magic test, which is what I just said, against the target's willpower plus counter spelling if available. So you roll willpower. If I score more hits than you, I control you as noted in the description.
Exactly.
Cool.
That's exactly how I read it.
Is that like the we're taking up space for rules?
That's the theme. Justin did that theme, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
You know how I did it?
For the trailer.
It was a MIDI synth function, and I held down a note on the keyboard, and it just repeated over and over, and it did that automatically.
So you really didn't do that. And to make it even lazier, I told you exactly what I want, because it was the ripoff of that fucking game soundtrack.
That's right.
So that was you're right. Forget
so
it.
It was,
okay, what'd you roll, Joe?
I think I changed
one hit.
One hit. Oh, I hate to break it to you, but they got 2.
So you see this skinny little guy like
He's like, oh, Charlie, they must be joking around. This guy's a dancer.
But I'm not in New York. Fuck.
Ah, seems that way, Tommy.
And now I take damage, I believe, so I'll just resolve that on my own.
But your damage is, well, let's do this. Let's show the audience how it's done. It's not damage, but it's
force divided by 2 plus
drain,
1 is 3.
your drain value. So it's only strain. What force did you use? We forgot to use force. I
chose 4, my full magic force.
Right. Okay. So you're only applying drain value to your.
If I roll more than 3 or more successes on this next one, then I don't take any damage. Let's see how it goes. 1, 2, 3. Ba-ding! So it didn't work, but I didn't hurt my brain.
Right. No stun damage.
No stun damage.
All right.
That makes sense. The spell didn't fucking work.
I forgot to roll initiative. We're not really fighting.
We're just kind of chatting.
Yeah. Until he cuts off the guy's head.
Yeah. Let's do this, Charlie.
Now we're doing initiative.
All right, right, Tommy. Let's have at him.
He should have an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm creeping behind them.
Just
Yeah.
just cut off the leader's head in front of them.
Okay, have you had a chance yet to... Are you going to attack then, Justin?
Yeah, I'm going to attack. I'm not going to take out my sword, but I'm just going to...
Oh.
Can I, like, put my hands, my shot glove hands on both of them at the same time? Like, just standing behind them?
You know what? Just because of the way it is, yeah, let's do that. You're going to give the first opportunity and do that.
Okay.
So
I'm going to do it with panache because why not? So, Ash, you see my chameleon suit go off.
Right.
And I'm standing, my head's between the two wise guys.
It's right after they said, "Nah, we can stay," and as you dissolve in front of me, I'm kind of like, "You guys made the wrong fucking decision."
What are we talking about? And then I stick my hands on their shoulders as they turn, look at me in confusion. What are we talking about here?
And then let me just figure out how...
I think shock gloves just give you
stun
damage to a punch, right?
So double punch them.
So you have to like melee. I guess if you have, I don't know how this fucking system
I'll just
works.
damage resistance.
punch them in the back.
Oh my God.
A wide variety of non-lethal weapons are designed to incapacitate targets with electrical shock attacks, including stun, blah, 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 blah. These weapons rely on contact, spells, and clear powers such as lightning, bolt, blah, blah, blah. Other factors, successful electricity.
Tell us more about what this garage looks like, Ash. Oh, nope, he's
okay,
gone.
so I must make a body and willpower test. And you are going to do...
That's too high. Boom, 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 boom.
The acoustic, the coffee house set.
Did you figure it out yet? Are we still figuring this out?
Yeah, so...
I can't use find on my PDF for some reason. So.
Did you not look up how to use your shadow gloves? Shock gloves?
I looked it up. I looked up
body
that I had
and
them.
willpower
Shock
test.
gloves.
And then you have to
It's
do...
a pair of... Discharges electric current when triggered by impact. The gloves deal electricity damage, page 163, and have 10 charges each.
Yes, but I'm trying to figure out what the actual amount of stun...
I will tell you.
Initiative and
damage
damage.
55 E.
Oh, is that what it says?
What that means? Yeah. AP is half. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the armor. We're not using any armor.
The damage is 55. Nope, sorry. 5S and then in brackets E.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so what you're gonna do, Justin,
Just
is
fucking kill
roll
them.
5.
No, we're
Plus-
rolling 5.
It's done.
5
It will,
plus
it will not
2.
kill them.
Oops, sorry. Not that one.
Strength. 5 plus 2.
Okay,
so
so I'm
7.
rolling 7 total. Okay.
And then I'm doing willpower plus...
No.
What did I say? Shit.
I got 2 hits, but 3 ones.
Hold on. Yeah. And I'm doing
Sounds
willpower
like
plus...
dope. Our hash pipe.
And 2-ish. So 4. Would you hit? How many times you hit?
Twice.
2 hits, but 3 ones. I don't know what that means.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
These guys are really, really not helping you. So
Sorry.
you happen to touch... No, not you.
Oh.
The bad guys here. It's okay. We've got 10 minutes, so we're kind of playing this out. So they also hit twice. And because you rolled how many die?
5,
7.
7.
You rolled 7. You got 3 ones?
3 ones, yeah.
You're okay then. So you just fail. Unfortunately, your shock gloves on leather don't really do anything.
It just makes a burning leather smell.
So much for panache.
Yeah, exactly.
I pull out my sword.
Technically, now what we do is roll initiative.
Let's do it.
So initiative is your reaction plus initiative, which is
I guess
you guys
R
should
and
have
I.
you guys should have high initiative.
So
I have
8.
low initiative. So
reaction,
8
and I got a
plus
6
initiative.
and I have 2 successes.
I've got there it is, 9 or 11. What is why we're 11?
2 successes.
11?
2 successes. 2 successes.
It says 9, and then in brackets it says 11.
Oh, that's if you're in. I think for you,
if you're in your stealth.
Which is not anymore.
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I don't think that is what. That's for if you are using.
So I roll 9d6.
Your reaction enhancers. I'm gonna give you 11, whatever.
All right, I rolled.
I got a 1.
11.
I got 2.
You're actually using 11 plus your reaction 7.
Wow. What?
Yeah, I know. So you're like 18.
Jesus. Okay.
So
I've never rolled so many dice.
Just as going. I probably did that
doing
wrong.
This in real life, like you
1,
need a
2.
fucking bucket load of D6.
I rolled 1, but I rolled 2 6s and 1 5, and the rest are 2s, 3s, and 4s.
Yeah. So.
Oh wait, no.
So really.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
You only got 3 successes and 18.
So it's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there you go. Easy.
3 hits. How many did you get, Harlan?
2.
You got 2. So, and you got 1, Joe.
Correct.
And I got
0.
2. Okay, I got 2 hits. So it goes.
It goes Justin, me, the other people, and then Joe.
That's right.
Okay.
Or the other people can go before me. Yeah.
Justin, Harlan.
Cut off their
and
heads,
Joe.
Justin.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, Charlie.
Yeah. So this alley is pretty derelict, and there
What's
are
the name of your weapon?
garbage cans. My weapon is called a monofilament sword.
Great.
Which is just a sword, which is really lightweight sword that has a thin, thin wire on the edge.
Oh,
So
interesting.
really,
So it's a slashing sword. It's not a stabbing sword.
yeah, slashy sword.
All right.
So initiative.
It's about to
and
get
then,
gory.
This is it's really like serious when it gets into the
rules. Yeah, I wish.
You were like, we have 10
rules.
minutes. We can totally do this.
Yeah, no. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say go, Justin, and you want to slash?
I want to slash. Yeah.
All right. So these guys are like, yeah. What are you doing with your shot gloves? And then you're like, fuck this, and you pull out your sword.
Yep.
And you attack. So roll your. So you are
Strength, yes.
here. Your strength, yep. Let's even say strength 2, plus your close combat skill 3.
Okay, so 5.
Yep.
Okay, and 2 hits.
Excellent.
So what I do though, I swing around, and I get it really close, and I just get it barely nicking the skin. I pull it at the last second, right on his neck, and a thin bead of blood begins to go down his neck as his eyes go wide, I imagine. And I say, I'm really not in the mood to getting blood on my suit. So would you kindly just step away from this derelict alley and find somewhere else to shit in?
Excellent. So now you attacked with
Does it hit him?
strength, and I'm gonna find out here. So now I have to roll opposing, which is I'm gonna use agility, and doesn't look like I have any skills.
Sorry, I only got 2
Unarmed
hits.
combat.
Yeah, 2 hits.
Club. You got 2 hits. I'm just going to use agility for my throw. And so I lose both, and that means damage value is 2.
Damage value is his strength, which is 2 divided by 2, which is 1, plus 3, so it's 4. Plus
It should be 0 though.
Damage.
There's my pen.
Yes.
Condition.
I'm not trying to do damage.
Oh.
Yeah, I pulled it at the last second.
What?
The sword. the attack. I swung it. I wanted to make it look like I was going to hit, and I pulled it.
Nobody hear it, but I did.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. So you didn't actually.
No, I pulled it at the last second, and I said, I don't want to get blood on this
He's
suit.
trying to like
kindly find somewhere else to.
I'm sorry. Yes. So
because we're trying to read about how it works.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm with you, Justin.
Roll your intimidation then. Let's do that.
I don't have intimidation.
Yeah, I feel like he should be able to use this as intimidation just for now because that's what his intention, sort of.
Okay, so you got 2 hits on that. These guys have intimidation, so I'm going to use that, and they failed that roll, which was the 1 and 1. So, you know what? We're at 11 o'clock. I'm going to read up on the rules next week. The guys are like, yeah, let's get out of here. This is a waste of our time. Sounds good, Charlie. I don't even want to get blood on my new leather.
Wait, is your name Charlie too?
Bye,
Charlie.
We should totally get a drink.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for Shadow.
Well, give us just a little bit of an end so we can calm down.
The 3 guys, they settle down in the shop for the night. The streetlights shine in through the small bay windows of the front. As they lay their heads down to rest, they each think to themselves, how are we ever going to get to Germany? How are we ever going to steal these plans from this dragon? How are we ever going to find this engineer in this building we've never been to in this prototype for this weapon? We have no clue what it is. What the hell is going on? How are we ever going to manage to do it? Find out next time on Shadowrun.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. This was Shadowrun Part 1.
Yay.
Oh, man.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Alex.
That was great. Thanks, Alex.
It was good.
Thanks, guys.
I'm excited.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
To see what else we are going to do in Shadowrun. Such a complex system, but such a great, rich story. I'm excited for like the world. It's such a cool idea.
And you know what? It's very difficult to prepare for something when you've never played. Yeah. Now that we've had one session, I'm going to be a lot more prepared for what kind of things to be expecting moving forward and what I need to focus on.
Sounds good. Well, the stream loved it, so I'm not worried about it at all.
Oh.
Endgame XP, there were a lot of great comments and a lot of great suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
I think we should give it to Megan, Miss Deadly Company. She got to attend her first stream and she got a lot of funny stuff and she was asking for the drinking game. So, Megan, you win Endgame XP. That's how it is. You just come, you hang out, you be cool, and you win it. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. This has been such a blast. Hope you have a fantastic rest of the week and a fantastic weekend, and make the most of it because the chill is coming and winter is just around the corner. For us, not for other folks.
Literally, it's not like we're changing the game here.
Yeah, no. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out. And as my friend Justin always likes to say,
oh shit, I'm totally unprepared.
Oh shit, we're totally unprepared. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.